Welcome back to Conversate with Akeem D. Earl, and we got another very special episode with coming back with y'all today. But before we get to that, please like, share, subscribe to the podcast, and we're gonna get into a lot of dope stuff. We have back. I'm saying back because we are back. This is not a first for us. It's not a first. We have back Jay Bugs in the building, Jayson in the building, Power in the building, the basketball savant in the building. And we also got Keyon in the building, Coach K, Clack Mag, Clack Tech Production. Not the wrist, not the watch.
The Shiloh.
The Shiloh. Not the I thought it was Shador, my bad. All right. And we back. We are talking finals, NBA finals. We are talking Knicks, Spurs, and we also gonna get into the Jay-Z freestyle and this whole rigmarole with Drake. So out the gate, the lifelong Knicks fan, the resident Knicks fan, tell us how you see it. What does this mean to you? What does the Knicks being in the NBA finals mean to you?
First of all, thank you for having me here, sir. As a lifelong Knicks fan, I'm telling you, this is one of the greatest moments, not only in New York history, not only in NBA history, not only in American history. We're in a paradigm. We are in a cosmic moment in the world. You guys don't understand what's happening. The New York Knicks are in the finals with one of the greatest teams that the New York Knicks has ever had. Ever had, bro.
Greatest?
One of the greatest teams that the New York Knicks has ever had. And right now, we currently have on our roster one of the greatest point guards. Oh, yeah, wait.
You gonna finish?
Yeah. I'm going to just let that marinate.
Yeah, okay.
You're not going to finish that?
One of the greatest point guards in the fourth quarter. One of the greatest point guards with footwork. One of the greatest point guards that has ever worn a Knicks jersey. One of the players where I feel like everybody is better than Jalen Brunson until it's time to be better than Jalen Brunson.
Facts.
Man, I'm out here, man. I got all the facts. I ain't got all the pluses and minuses, but I'll tell you something. I'm going on a vibe right now. Mm-hmm. My team has swept two teams in the playoffs, my G.
True.
Had my point guard sitting on the bench watching, like, yo, what's next?
Resting.
Four more to go, man. 4 more to go.
What's New York like right now? What's the vibe?
Bro, the city is rocking.
I wish I was in New York right now. There's no better time to be in New York.
The city is rocking. The city is rocking. Let me tell you something. I was outside last year. I was there when that man was climbing up on that on the pole. I was outside. Me and my boys was outside. I'm an old man, but like, yo, I keep it up. When it comes to certain things, I got to keep it young.
Yeah.
And it was rocking last year. But right now, it's just like a special moment in a city where, like, everybody's wearing Knicks gear. If somebody see you with a Knicks gear, it's always been like that, always showing you love. Like, Knicks in 4, it's always been a good vibe. But, like, I feel like the energy everybody has rallied around the New York Knicks. They never even watched basketball in their life, if they were fans of other teams, like right now, everybody is rocking with the New York Knicks. I have had coworkers who are diehard Laker fans. It's like, yo, coach, if your team wins, we are outside with you, and we're gonna rock jerseys with you. That's how much love is in the building. You know what I'm saying? I have my current coworker. He's a Boston diehard fan. He found himself at a pop-up shop getting a Brunson jersey. You know what I'm saying?
That's unacceptable.
Brunson t-shirt.
If you're a Boston fan, that's unacceptable.
No. He's diehard, so he couldn't really rock. He couldn't rock a jersey. So what he did was he bought, like, you know how they make those shirts where it's like a 50 Cent, but it was a Josh Hart. Josh Hart as 50 Cent. Get rich or die trying type vibe, but it had Josh Hart on it. Like one of those things. Like he say, yo,
I'm snitching to the Boston fans, like, yo,
hey, I gotta put it out there. He told me about it. He said, yo, I'm gonna keep it in stack. I love the energy that was going around. I'm not a fan. And he admitted it to the people. He was like, yo, I'm not really he goes, you a Knicks fan? He's like, nah, I'm not a Knicks fan. I'm a Boston fan. And they start roasting him.
Damn.
But it's all love, man, because, he understands. Like, he's a diehard fan. That's why I respect. I respect all the diehard fans who stick with their team. You know what I'm saying? So I show him. He tried to get at me. Oh, OKC's gonna win, or Cavs is gonna win, or you gonna have a hard time with Philly. But look where we at right now. Look where we at.
Crazy.
We at right now.
Also on I'm not in the city. I'm on the outskirts. I'm on Long Island, so like you could even feel the energy on the outskirts in Long Island everywhere. Like you go to work and it's like I'm telling you. It's like the word is like, yo, if the Knicks really get this done, we're not going to work. Like, I promise you, I'm a like diehard Lakers fan. I promise you, there's no way I'm missing the Knicks parade.
Oh no
way! I'm gonna be in there with a Chris Duhon jersey, be there with a Jared Jeffries jersey. I'm gonna find on Alibaba. Just find out Jared Jeffries, Eddie Curry. I'm about to be 30, but I've seen the Knicks do it all. I saw Jamal Crawford with Stephon Marbury and Eddie Curry. I was there. I saw Nate Robinson. I saw all the different iterations. I laughed at it all. But now there's nothing to laugh at now. And guess what? I was writing poems about Jalen Brunson 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
They were saying he was too short. And they were saying with his too short.
Jalen Brunson, he's really that right now. Like, I can't even be mad at it.
He's him.
Yeah, when people ask me why I'm not a Knicks fan, I say I'm a Knicks fan when they're not playing the Lakers. I like the Knicks. And like you said, we grew up in New York, so we felt the pain. Like, we wasn't fans like that, but we felt the pain of every year them having these terrible teams and having all the just ups and downs and just the embarrassing moments. So we felt all that, even though we wasn't diehard like Keyon. But for them to be up right now, it feels good.
It's like surreal. Like, even and it's not even just that they're winning; it's the way that they're doing. Like, it's a dominant run right now. So like even going into the
belts. That's what we're doing. We giving them belt.
No, literally.
Why does it work though? Why y'all giving belt? It's not just Jalen Brunson.
I'm gonna get to that. But let's talk about y'all generation who just be jumping on other ships because when you grew up loving basketball, the team that you in a city that you resided in wasn't successful. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. What makes you a true fan?
Now break it down. You might be onto something here.
Yeah. Your generation, y'all sitting in, loving basketball, but you see your team like that. Your local team not doing well, and so you see Kobe, you see LeBron, you see all these guys winning, and you're like, man, why do I gotta be a Knicks fan? Let me go over there. I didn't have that opportunity as a child. You know what I'm saying? I had the Bomb Squad. All right, go research that. The Bomb Squad. Okay, I had Patrick Ewing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I had freaking John Starks. You know what I'm saying? So
you had stars to hold on to.
If you in that era, like the 90s, early 90s to the whole 90s, if you became a Knicks fan in that era, you had a legitimate reason to be a Knicks fan.
Bro,
I lived through Tracy McGrady was on the Knicks. I remember when Tracy McGrady was on the Knicks. That's who old Tracy McGrady. That's who I to hold on to.
Nasty number 3.
Yeah, like what were we supposed to hold on to as kids for the Knicks? There was nothing there.
That's right. But you see what I'm saying? That's the point. That's when fandom is truly like developed. It's like when we don't even know who the starting five is. Like, who are these people that you are drafting?
Nah.
Like when we getting people up when it's craziness. I heard a story. It was, I think, Mike Brown, right? Mike Brown was our coach. No. What's the
probably was y'all like 15,000 coaches.
Mike Brown, right? He was a coach when Stephon Marbury was on the team, right?
Larry Brown.
Yes, sorry, my fault. I want to make sure I get the story right. I heard a story the other day. Larry Brown was like, the team didn't know who was the starting five until 40 minutes of the game. This man, he said, "Yo, if we played in a team where that was your hometown, you started that day." So they had the most changes in the starting five that he has ever experienced. Like, it was pure circus mode, bro. There's times like, yo, we were yelling for for the owner to freaking sell the team.
No, that was a common thing. There's no way. Which is crazy how we got here, because like the common thing was like, yo, we'll never win under James Dolan. Like, it's not gonna happen.
Right.
And the moment he literally put his hands off and he stepped back and got out the limelight, in the visual sense, obviously he's an owner, he's gonna do what he do, but like the physical, I'm here, being present, and he put his hands off, and then the great man, Mr. Rose, came in and just orchestrated magic. Yo, the trajectory of the Knicks is not just this past year or past 3 years that Jalen Brunson was on the team. Yo, we've been taking care of the contracts for over 10 years. We've been clearing people off I remember when Allen Houston was still getting paid. You know what I'm saying? So we were like getting clear of the contracts, putting ourselves in a position where we could be in a conversation to say, hey, can we get LeBron James? Can we get Donovan Mitchell? Like, we were putting ourselves in a conveation, even though they was laughing in our face. Like,
KD was laughing. KD violated. KD laughed in our face.
No disrespect to KD. He's a great player, but like, come on now. We want to see the real KD story. That's another time. That's another podcast. Because look at the situation that he's in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's another podcast. But everybody laughing in our face. Oh, Knicks is whack. Knicks is not the vibe. This is not the way. We don't want to go there. Who want to play for the Knicks? Start building. Thanks to Julius Randle, who stuck with us. You know, he rocked out.
That's Akeem boy.
Man. That's my guy.
Akeem boy.
Brought y'all from the Julius Randle brought y'all back.
No disrespect.
He definitely started the wave. He started the momentum. Once a
Knick, always a Knick. That's what we say over here.
Yeah.
Once a Knick, always a Knick. That's why we still respect Amari Shumpert. We got all these dudes from back in the days, Stephon Marbury.
No, that's also one of the really cool parts about seeing it. Like, them having a Knicks corner with with legends.
Yeah.
It's like that makes it surreal. You never see that with any other team. You don't see the Lakers, the Pacers, the Thunder. You don't see all these guys that legitimately played, left, all that stuff come back. So you got Marbury there. You got just you name it, Starks, Ewing, Walt Frazier. All these guys is just in the same section. Larry Johnson they're all there. It's like, it's insane to see, and they're like rooting like heavy. Like, even Melo on the broadcast, like, you already know Melo is
what he going for.
Like, you know, like, he gonna hop off the broadcast mid if the Knicks is up.
If they hit a three.
He gonna be like, let me put my mic down, and he gonna be in the middle of the joint. But like, that's how like the unity is at an all-time high right now. Like, it's a beautiful thing to see for a organization that had a lot of dysfunction around his name. Like, they really bonded together. Like, and I think it's also about this whole like the whole Nova Knicks thing. Like, the way they organized this is like a beautiful thing. And then they took the right risk, because they had the whole Nova Knicks thing. They made a trade to get Bridges. They had all of them, DiVincenzo, all them, and they said, let's go get Cat. And they broke it up to get Cat, and it was like, yo, what are we doing? We was just about to get all of them together, and they took that risk. They fell short the last 2 years with Cat, and then now it's like, now it just all clicked. It's like, it's surreal to see it just click all together, where it's, and they had Tibbs. Tibbs seemed like he was the right New York coach. Like, it just gave you that grit. And they said, nah, this is not it.
Tibbs firing was... Yeah, that was serious. Was shocking.
See, that's important, because...
That was shocking.
Let me tell you what I felt about that.
Yeah.
Everybody who asked about, what do you feel about the fire? This man got you to a position that we have not been in years. One of the, at that point, one of the most winningest coaches, right? For the Knicks. And... you're like, why would you fire him? Bro, we were in the finals. And this man started playing people who I did not know was on our roster, bro.
That's true.
I did not know, who's this man that you playing? But the reality of it is, I'm not knocking him as a coach, but the writing was on the wall. You're playing one system. When that system has been exposed, you have no plan B or C. And so you're not playing like...
Right. You can't run your plays into the ground no more. You got to play somebody else.
Putting people out there who've never gotten any experience, gotten any opportunity to see what they could do. We don't know them as fans. You know what I'm saying? And then now you're trying to throw anything to the wall and hope it sticks. So it was courageous of the Knicks to say, you know what? Even though we riding a wave right now,
You're
you
not gonna
probably
do
not
it.
the
Yeah.
guy to bring us over to the next level. And that's probably a reason why I say it's courageous. I heard that him and Rose was like they good friends. So for you to
Yeah.
say fire my friend for the sake of something greater, the Knicks to get this win, it's special.
So
yeah.
Does that take anything away from Mike Brown, who's there right now? Do you feel like it's like a Steve Kerr, Mark Jackson situation where like you were gifted a championship team? Like, did all Mike Brown have to come in and do is manage,
No.
or did he have to actually coach this team?
So, for my opinion, is this: Mike Brown was like a equal trade, right? Boom. We don't know what he could do. Obviously, he's been on a winning team. You know, what he did with Sacramento was we paid attention to that. Like, yo, as a fan, I was like, yo, Sacramento's rocking on some sleep stuff. Like, they really he figured out how to get those guys to go. But then what made it special is like he was willing to make adjustments. We had in-season adjustments, and we had playoff adjustments. So we saw somebody who would, and then also we saw all the players. Bro, we saw everybody. I know my roster all the way through. I know my bench. That's why I feel so confident in our bench, because I know those players. Those players were able to rock out during the regular season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Regular season, we saw Jordan Clarkson. Regular season, we saw Laundry Shamet. Regular season, we saw Deuce McBride. You know, Alvarado. We've seen all of them rock out and just be able to say, yo, you do you. Let our guys get 35 minutes, 30 minutes as opposed to 40 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Get them and let's figure it out together as a squad. And then if you are in the Knicks organization, you see that they show each other love. Like, it's us versus the world. So there was a lot of in-house stuff, a lot of like keep it inside. Like, okay, you rocking out, we show you love, Alvarado. You was the defensive player of the year. I mean, of the game. You were the defensive player of the game, Mitchell Robinson. So you get the hard hat and the Timbs. Like it was Mitchell Robinson, right? My fault. Mitchell Robinson.
No. I was agreeing with you.
Yeah. You get the Timbs and the hard hat. So it was like a collaborative work. Like, yo, we are in this together. You know what I'm saying? You never seen any infighting that like we did in the past, or like that fussing about ball sharing and stuff like that. You know, Cat is one of the best bigs in the league, regardless of if you like him as not as a personality. This man can hoop.
After all that,
the man can hoop.
No, he really is. No,
he can hoop.
He can hoop.
That also shows how much like personality matters in the NBA. It's so weird that he's actually hooping, but because Cat has this weird like mixed reputation. They just seem to just think he's trash, but no, Cat is hooping, bro.
He's really part of the reason why they're skilled. Like he's
as a big man.
Yo, I seen him come from baseline, come around to somebody, and it's like boom, boy. Like he could get to it, man. He could really get to it. Then obviously he's a great shooter. Yeah. And then guess what we find out in the playoffs, which he probably knew. There's a thought that they already knew that this was going to be their offense adjustment. But it just kept it a secret. But like, yo, this man is getting 6 assists a game in the playoffs. Yo, he's diving the ball. We running it through Cat. Like, who? What other team did that? Come on, basketball whiz. What other team?
Nuggets.
Or Nuggets, but then the Warriors do Draymond.
Okay,
true.
But Draymond can't shoot. But like, Draymond, if you hear this, whatever.
Hey.
Nah, screw Draymond. Draymond needs to be checked
Draymond
in.
the type to find conversation and just be. You see money 2-3 green in the comments, like
I know he gonna fight it. He gonna fight it.
Like, how did Draymond
fight but like
nobody tagged you, bro. But anyway,
I want all the smoke with Draymond. Draymond needs to be in an institution. He needs help. He needs serious help.
Honestly, when you said that, like even going back to the original question, I think it could seem like a Steve Kerr, Mark Jackson thing, because like how like Mark Jackson built up the foundation, the core, the culture, and then Steve Kerr, the offensive mind, just kind of took it over the top. But it is similar in the way that like Steve Kerr really did transform the offense in the way that put it all together, and Mike Brown has taken the offense and done something that Tibbs just wouldn't do with it. And even for the Knicks, the gap between the conference finals and the finals is
huge.
It's a huge gap. So getting to the conference finals is
that's
one
what the
thing.
gap is. Even it's not just winning the conference finals; it's by a landslide, like convincingly.
Yeah,
to the finals.
Yeah.
Sweeping in the conference, like getting there, and even think about all the teams that still like the East is kind of like mucked up. So Boston was like, oh, we thought Boston, but the Tatum against hurt,
trash, yeah.
and then now they're back in the mix, and then there's Detroit there, there's Cleveland there. Like there's all these teams, so like the Knicks it wasn't like clearly written that this was gonna be the case. So they really had to separate themselves, and they just really separated themselves a lot from the rest of the East during this run.
Would
because
you say this is possibly the easiest?
No, let's talk about it. You guys are saying a lot of things.
Is that hard to say?
It's not, I don't think. That's
or
not,
people say if the Knicks were supposed to do it any other year, is this year. Tatum has come off an injury. Sixers is in shambles. They don't know what they are with Maxey.
They were not.
Cavs just got Harden, who don't show up in the
quick
playoffs.
Question: if it was such an easiest thing, how come no analyst, no NBA reporter had us as listed as we're coming out of the East? None of them. Every single time you've heard us, it's number 3.
I didn't think it was an easy path at all. I just think they made it look easy to their
That's what it is.
They
said, "Oh, Maxey is young. He's gonna get us. He's gonna ride us out. He's gonna get us out of there." You know what I'm saying? They said,
personally, as a Knicks, a troller of Knicks fans in certain. It's not. I don't troll all Knicks fans, but in certain, you catch me in certain group chats, I'm trolling. But like every series, like the Atlanta series, the Atlanta series being the toughest series is crazy. Because it's like they really were down 2-1. CJ McCollum was looking like AI on him.
He was wilding.
Knicks is in trouble first round. And then they that game 6, something happened. I don't know what happened from that last game they lost. And that game 6 in Atlanta did something. They did something.
Right.
Mike Brown said something. Somebody said something in that locker room. We're going to find out after. Like there's something, that a pivotal moment. Because then they went into the next series against Philly, who just had beaten Boston, so they're on a high. They're like, yo, we finally exercised the demons of beating Boston, so they're on a high confidence too. Paul George was playing amazing. Maxey, the last time that Philly played New York in 2024, Maxey was young, he was still talented, but they lost in 5. But this is a different Maxey. This Maxey got 20 plus pounds of muscle, and is still the same the same speed and quickness. So I'm thinking like, yo, Philly gonna cause them some problems. They really went, and not only did they beat Philly in New York, they went to Philly and made Philly sound like New York. That is like insane to me.
That's crazy. Philly fans is crazy for that. For selling their tickets, that's insane.
And they had Joel Embiid on there begging like, yo, don't sell your tickets, man.
I've never seen that in my life.
I've never seen
a player beg their fans.
Let me tell you about Knicks fans.
I've never seen that.
And that's why I want to check y'all fandom. Because in any time, did you guys ever try to figure out how to get to LA? Did y'all try to say, yo, how am I going to get to this parade?
I was first of all, I was 11 when Kobe was winning.
Exactly.
I couldn't get to LA.
Fact. That's one of my biggest regrets. I wish I saw Kobe play, but I was 15.
And then the next time
I was supposed to go see Kobe play.
2020, it was COVID, so we couldn't even celebrate our last year.
And that's the thing, and that goes back to the original conversation about why we're not Knicks fans. Is like we said, Knicks did not have any stars, I don't think an all-star when we was growing up. But so we can't watch the Knicks. They're unwatchable. It wasn't like the games were on. They were unwatchable. You couldn't watch the games.
Or like
but then we get to see Kobe.
You're watching them struggle. Like I don't know.
But then we change the channel and we see Kobe going off on the Mavs. Cooking the Celtics. Cooking the Magic.
Blame
cooking
Allen
Spurs.
Houston not being better than Kobe. That's all I'm saying. Don't blame me.
We watch Kobe hitting buzzer beaters night after night, dropping 35 back to back. How are we supposed to watch it as kids and be like, nah, Knicks all day?
You guys had insanity. You had insanity. You could have survived.
No, that was too late.
Insanity?
It was too late, brother.
It was way too late. But I enjoyed Linsanity. Linsanity was fun. I enjoyed Linsanity. That was a fun run.
Cool. Yeah. That was cool. That was a good time.
I was,
but
then
you gotta get a ring too. Shout out Jalen. Everybody gonna get a ring from this one.
Yeah, no, facts.
Yeah, give everybody
when Melo came, I was hyped.
They gotta give the Knicks fans a ring, man, because the reason why we travel like that is because a couple of reasons. Look, it is hard to get into the Garden, man. The moments I've gotten
That's
into the Garden
insane.
is like, oh my
Oh, have you
god,
looked at those ticket prices? I don't even know how. Like
The regular
these
people.
finals prices, it's starting at like at least 10K for a
just
seat.
to stand in there, just to stand.
Yeah, it's
You know you got a
crazy.
seat. No, you gonna stand next to somebody.
Your suit, sorry, pardon me.
My fault, my fault, my
Which
fault.
is kind of dumb because it's the core fan base that makes MSG what it is. Why would you price them out?
It's because it's almost, and other fans have said this, is like it's more of a fashion statement or like a cool thing. It's like a wealthy thing to say, yo, I went to the Garden.
Next game,
You may
yeah.
not really be a fan, but you got the money to do it. That's not all of them. You know what I'm saying? There's people who really put their money out, and there's also wealthy people who
Who are diehards, yeah.
who are diehard fans. They
Like
they
Ben
grew up
Stiller
being
and
fans, and then
Chamelet.
yeah, I've never knocked those guys who like they came up into money and were able to have a dream to be in the Garden or get season tickets and stuff like that. So I'm not. I'm just
Best believe in the next 5 to 10 years when you make it, when you hit those 6-7 figures, Keyon gonna be in the corner next to Spike, chest bumping Spike.
Talking about how we won in 2026. I'm gonna be talking about like, yo, so you remember 2026, son?
All right, so let's talk about it. It's kind of some premature celebration going on. How sure are you that the Knicks are going to be the 2026 NBA champions?
I'm extremely sure. I put my money where my mouth is. Sure, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like X's and O's wise, yes, we have to compete against the West, which is normally the stronger division. A hungry team, a young team, an alien. But they got to see us too. You got to see us too.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
And yo, Wemby could be the next greatest thing that the NBA has ever seen, but he has to stop next to us and get his heart broken for that villain arc to really develop.
That's all I'm saying.
I don't mind. Hey, yo, be the greatest, right? But after you get your heart broken by the New York Knicks, then you become the fully developed Wembyama.
Yeah. No,
but it's necessary. It's a necessary struggle.
Like, necessary step. It's like
this is the pain. You got to go through the pain first.
That's what I'm saying. Like he hasn't been through this. This is his first playoff run. This is his first play. Why is he in the finals? That doesn't make any sense. So like, as a non-Knicks fan, like I'm rooting for the Knicks. Also because I hate San Antonio. As a Lakers fan, I just never liked San Antonio. I didn't like Tim Duncan. I didn't like Tony Parker. I like Ginobili a little bit, but not enough.
Ginobili's really cool, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like none of them. And then they dive, they leave, they lose Kawhi, they get DeRozan, they're trash, and then they get Wembanyama. I really don't like him. And not only they get Wembanyama, and he's like a freaking perfect player. He's 7'6", but that's not even what gets me tight. That he's 7'6", he can shoot and all that. It's the fact that he's mad mature for his age. Like that just get me tight.
He be chilling with monks and he shakes his head. Like, come on,
killing with monks and then trying to chill with KG and reading books before the game. It's like, yo, this nigga trying to be perfect, yo. Oh my gosh.
When you think about it, if you're 7'6", right? You are living in the world as a 7'6" person. Guess what people are gonna tell you all the time? Yo, you play basketball? You play basketball? Imagine he was like a doctor or he wanted to be a vet.
He'd be fixing people's organs from across the room. Like,
yeah, he wanted to be a baker all my life. I just
couldn't do it. No,
you can't do it. People will be extremely upset with his life. Like,
yeah,
are you serious?
Like, eat my damn donuts, man.
Donuts out your hand. So his identity is wrapped up in the game that he's perfectly built for. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna sound like a hater. All that crying he was doing after, his teammates didn't even look like they was rocking with it. It is. I'm sorry. It felt like a lot. I didn't feel it. Maybe because I'm not a Wemby.
People got on Tatum when Tatum was showing no emotion. They clowned him for when they finally won. But when Wemby does it, it's cool. Just like when Wemby says, "Oh, I want the MVP," then he's not something. It's like, "Oh nah, that's so cool to see a young guy really
people care."
What? Yo, oh my, the Wemby hype train is I hate that more I can deal with Knicks fans for the next 30 years of my life talking about this 2026 chip. I do not want to. Why does he keep on changing? I cannot deal with the Wemby stands where people is ready to be like, yo, would you rather have Wemby or Michael Jordan? Would you rather have Wemby or LeBron James? Like, it's going to get to those astronomical levels where I'm like going to be like, yo.
Yeah. I feel like I've officially reached like old head status. I now feel like how Keyon felt when we were like 16. Because it feels like I don't feel it the same way how I felt when KG wins or when Kobe wins or when Dirk wins or when even Jason Kidd won. Like it don't feel. So when I saw Wemby crying or even with Tatum, so for me, I didn't change from Tatum to Wemby. It felt the same to me. I'm like,
yeah, same here.
I don't feel the hunger from these guys. I don't. It feels like a caricature.
I think they are genuinely hunger. I think it's hunger, but it's just like there's no emotional connection to these type of players.
Yes, and those guys specifically because they're very like perfectly curated stars too. Nice Tatum and Wemby are curated stars. So like you don't. So you don't feel that like you don't feel the same like connection to those like somebody who
they were made in a lab. Like if you try to be nice, they were made in a lab. People took DNA from all the best basketball players, scrambled it and they made Jayson Tatum and they made.
Is that what it is? They just seem too perfect.
Yes,
they seem too.
That's really my main gripe with Wemby. Wemby feels too perfect. Like I feel like he gonna be the Antichrist. I swear to you. Because he's making the finals his first year, and then he's gonna come in and be like, yo, everything.
He gonna run for president, and they gonna make him the world leader of the United Nations.
This is not what's really important. Like basketball's cool, but what about the kids? And like he's gonna that's the vibe that he gives me. Like everything is wrong. Like like he just feels like he's trying to be perfect. He's trying to go to KG and he's trying to go to Monks. He's trying to be like the perfect thing, and that just makes me not want to like him more. On top of the fact that he's in San Antonio and he's got to get mentored by Tim Duncan and David Robinson and Greg Popovich.
And Pop, you get Pop, you get Tim Duncan, you get the whole Spurs fan. Like he's
in the finals in his third year. This is his first playoff run. You know what happened in LeBron's first playoff run? He lost in the second round. You know what happened in Kobe's first playoff run? He was shooting 4 air balls. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm trying to
D-Wade was losing in the second round. Melo lost in the first round.
For him to develop his villain arc, he got to lose to us. He
has to. Like it has to be in the script.
In order to complete this alien massacre of a year, he's also going to win the chip.
What the hell?
What if we have to see?
I'm telling you,
the extent of this insane run.
Antichrist if he wins it. He's the Antichrist.
So I just want to know. I got a few questions. First of all, it's looking very orange and blue skies-ish around here. You know what I'm saying? Orange and blue skies. You know what I'm saying?
I don't see those.
It's been a lot of orange and blue lines for the last however many years.
On this side.
I got a question for Keyon. Like,
yes, sir.
I need you to tell me how you gonna beat them.
Yo, it's the proof is in what we've done in the past 2 series.
No.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Keyon said he was gonna break it down. Now let's break it down because I asked the same question.
Guys, we played them this year. We played them this year when it matters. We played them this year and got bread off of them, right? On a neutral site. Not in the Garden, bro, and violated. Right? Not in the Garden. Now, we also played them without this new offense that we just tweaked with, right? Where the ball is getting run through Cat, where the wings are starting to get activated. We also played him with Bridges not cooking like he's been cooking. See what I'm saying? So, yes, how do we stop them? Yo, we get buckets too.
No, it ain't about how you stop them. I just want to ask, can I ask piece by piece? I want to just break it down. Let me ask you piece by piece.
Boom. Offensively?
I want to know, no. I want to know how, in this series, how does Karl Anthony Towns score? Just answer that for me.
So when he pulls him out of when he pulls the that shot blocker up to the top of the key,
That shot, wait, Cornette or Wemby? What are you that shot blocker?
What we doing?
Yo.
What we doing? We just kicking it to the wings and we got to the bottom.
Are you referring to Wemby as that shot blocker, the one who can block your shot from the free throw line?
He's talking about the defensive player of the year, by the way, unanimously. Unanimously.
He just says that shot blocker, the shot blocker. What you mean?
Making U-turns. They said, whoop.
So
yeah, they never had a cat to pull them out.
So let me ask you.
I'm making you
out to the top of the key.
I'm asking you another question. Because it's not that Wemby is a shot blocker. He's a shot changer. Like it's not even that he's a shot changer. He makes you not even shoot. Like I'm watching these guys, and the paint is open, and it's like, oh, it's like the heads are twirling, and everybody's trying to figure out, like, do I? So with them. You know, again, I do think the Knicks can win this series. Like, I'm one of those people that think y'all can win the series. At the end of the day, like, you're going to have to be damn near perfect, though. You do know that.
Who is the closest team to damn near perfect in this season of basketball? 25, 26.
The team they just beat.
Us, my guy.
No, the team that won 64 games. The team that won. The team that won.
Damn near perfect team?
Pass me my broom.
Bro, y'all beat James Harden and Jalen. Listen, no. Respect. I respect it. It's respectable. But 64 wins and beating the defending champions is a different ball game than beating. I don't even remember. Y'all played CJ McCollum and whoever, and then you beat a poor Embiid who was. And again, I'm not taking it away from y'all. Y'all did what y'all was supposed to do.
This kind of feels taken away.
No. But I'm directly correlating.
As I take away, I'm
not taking it.
Hold on. I'm directly correlating it because he is comparing his run to their run. Essentially, that's what he's doing. He's saying they've been the more perfect team throughout the season and throughout these playoffs than anything the Spurs have ever seen. And a lot of Knicks fans are making it seem like OKC isn't the perfect test for y'all. Y'all wouldn't beat OKC in those series.
Okay, can I say something?
And I'm not saying y'all can't win. I'm just saying this notion that OG Anunoby's going to hit those shots, that Mikal Bridges is going to hit those shots, that Cat is going to beat. Just because you did it against Cleveland and just because you did it against Philly does not mean that Vassell not going to be on your head top, that Steph Castle is not going to make Jalen Brunson look a little simmered down because he did the same thing versus Shea. Shea looked a little regular in some of these games.
He did.
So my question to you is, with all of the moving parts that they have, what makes you feel so confident that y'all are this perfect team? They just beat the perfect team. Y'all not that.
Can I go?
I'm waiting on you.
Yo.
And don't tell me about Carl, because he's neutralized.
No, I gave you 1 point.
Go ahead.
That point was number 3. So Cat pulling him out to the shot blocker because obviously you want to deify this man. All right. Then you got to understand everybody is better than Jalen Brunson until it's time to be Jalen Brunson. I said that twice. Yes, that's the phrase for the year, because the reality is this guy's been playing against 7-footers the entire season for the past 3 seasons, has been putting belt to ass the entire for 3 years, my G. He's all well and good with guys adjusting his shot and moving his shot. He got the up, he got the under, he got the step back, he got the pull through. He's been doing that. One of the greatest closers that we've seen in years.
That's a fact.
Right? That's one. Then on top of that, OG Anunoby's not new to this. This guy could guard 1 to 4 and possibly 5, right? And he could get to it because he's a champion. He's been a champion before, right? Then we also have shooters. We have shooters coming off the bench. Yes, you guys are telling me about this Castle and Vassell and all this stuff. Like all of a sudden, like these guys are like God gives. But we've been having these kids cooking this whole season. And I'm saying perfect team is a crass words. We're the team that peaked when it matters.
For sure.
Right? We are the team that peaked when it mattered. And this is not just all of a sudden, but because the way the media portrays it, it's easy to just dial it in, get my paycheck by saying the Knicks suck, or not pick the Knicks to be the one to come out. Hold on, this is it.
It's not facts. Y'all were the favorites going in. Y'all were the favorites.
False.
Y'all were the favorites to make it to the finals.
Say that we coming out the East. Even betting lines, we were number 4. What are you talking about?
Y'all were the favorites to come out of the East.
Coming out the East, if you were a betting man, we were number 3 or 4 to come out of the East.
Can I respond to that?
When they say the Cavs, they say that was going to be one of the best duos to come out of the East. They were saying James Harden and that man Spider was going to be the best duo.
The Knicks fans make this up. We're not letting Keyon do this.
Go ahead.
We're not letting Keyon fix the. Yo, listen, the Knicks could win 3.
About the Knicks.
The Knicks could win 3 in a row. And they'll still talk about how nobody believes. This is what they do, y'all. This is what they do. They have made us, they have made us unbelievers for 40, 50, 60, 70 years. And now they want to talk about people don't believe. We have all right to not believe. Secondly, y'all came to this season. How many people went down and everybody was saying, this is the year. Hallie went down. This is the year Dame went down. This is the year Tatum went down. This is the year. That was the narrative. Let's not stray from the narrative preseason. Now, y'all inconsistencies throughout the season made people say they might do Knicks things again. Y'all brought people back to saying, they might do what the Knicks always do throughout the year. But don't make it seem like people don't believe in y'all because they don't think Jalen Brunson is talented, or they don't think OJ Anunoby is a really good defender, or they think Cat is terrible. People don't think y'all whack. People just have a hard time betting on what history has proven to be untrue. So go prove it now. Don't be making up these whole things where y'all like, nobody believes in us. What you said?
It sounds like you giving a speech to the Knicks, right?
Yeah, go prove it.
We don't got to prove nothing to nobody.
No, they literally said.
Hold on. Let me tell you something.
Hold on. Let me just finish this one last thought, Keyon, and I got you. Let me just finish this one last thought. Y'all literally went into that Indiana series telling us, we got it. We got it. We good. Y'all had us believing, they really might do it this year, y'all. It's Halliburton and Miles Turner. What are they going to do with Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson? What are they? And I know they're going to bring up Tibbs, but at the end of the day, bro, y'all gave up a lead, a 13-point lead with 50 seconds left. Y'all Knicks do what Knicks do. It's the same way I look at the Clippers. I'm like, I don't care how good you do. I'm not believing. So now that you've put us in this position of not believe, don't make it seem like we just don't want to believe. Don't make it seem like we just choosing not to believe. Y'all niggas believed in Chris Duhon, and you want to tell us not to believe Chris Frank Ntilikina.
You preaching. Hold on. That slick. Don't do that.
Frank Ntilikina was supposed to be the guy. Y'all had New Yorkers wearing Dennis Smith Jr. What was his name? Nate Robinson.
Dennis Smith Jr.
Dennis Smith Jr. Nate Robinson. RJ Barrett was supposed to be the star. So let me just let me land this plane by saying. Let me land this plane by saying, in the history of sports, y'all have been one of the losers. In the history of sports, y'all have been one of the losers. The reality is,
clip that right there.
The reality is,
put that on the Knicks.
It's not this year.
They win the chip.
This year, it's not about talent that anybody had y'all losing. Most people that had y'all losing said, man, we just think the Knicks going to do what the Knicks do and just disappoint. It was never about talent. It was never about coaching. It was never about athleticism. It was never about the intangibles. Y'all have a really, 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 really good team, and y'all are killing it in these playoffs. But everybody kind of believes in the talent, but we just never seen it happen. And so we kind of like, I can't even picture y'all holding a trophy up. I'm not going to lie. I can't even picture it. Who's gonna hold it up? McCall? I don't even know. Listen, I can't see Mike Brown at the press conference. I can't see him lit at the parade. I just can't see it.
I'll see it.
I know you see it. You've been seeing it for 50 years.
Can I go?
You can see Castle and Vassell. You can see Castle and Vassell holding it.
I don't. Yo, listen. Me and Jason was talking about this earlier. I want y'all to win. I want y'all to win.
We don't hear that. We don't keep that same energy you had before.
No, I want y'all to win.
Bro, I like the energy you just had. I love it. Bro, when you
Keyon said, clip all of this up.
He said, go back.
Go back to that. Go back.
I want you guys to win.
I want y'all to win. I want y'all to win.
No. Go back to how you
That is what we call toxic.
I do want y'all to win. Yo, don't.
Girl, you know I love you, man.
Right. Don't have New York looking cloudy on the day after the chip. Don't have the trains moving slow. Don't have the, you know what I'm saying?
That two train gonna be.
I don't want to see no fights at PS 91.
It's all right. Can I go now?
Do your thing.
Yeah. Look, there is the easy way to look at basketball, and that's you talking about history. You spoke a lot about history.
Talk.
Let's be completely honest about what history looks like with basketball. There's two winning franchises in the league. One of the winningest franchise.
Can you name them?
The one is the Lakers, and the one is the Boston Celtics. Right? Realistically speaking,
Wait, where am I
Boston Celtics, the most current one, only won 2 in the most recent updated NBA organization. If you beat game, right? They had Jayson Tatum and Jalen Brown for how many years? How many years they had them two guys together?
A long time, about 7 years.
Yeah, 8, 9 years.
We want to play around about asking our basketball is about having to write these people, and then all of a sudden you're gonna do this, and then we so surprised. How many times y'all marked up Mr. Edwards for being one of the next coming of Michael Jordan?
Never me. But
this man is giving daps to people with 3 minutes left in the playoffs.
Yeah, it was good sportsmanship, but you know.
Yeah.
And they played for 9 seasons. Jalen Brown and Tatum played for 9 seasons.
Yo, the reality of it is, yes, you could always say, "Oh, we believe." No, the truth of the matter is, the most knowledgeable basketball fans are Knicks fans. When we went through when you brought up Duhan, hold on. When you brought up Duhan, Nicoletti, freaking all these random people who we drafted and picked up, and then we picked up Tim Hardaway, that we sold him, that we brought him back, and all that stuff. We know what was going on. We know this is bullcrap. We knew that this was hard basketball to watch. We understood that. We were enduring it. We're not, this is going to be the next ticket. No one was ever saying that. I don't know any Knicks fan.
That's not true.
I don't know any Knicks fan that was saying we got a squad. But we did talk about, my knowledge of Knicks fans is that we did talk about, we clearing the, like I told the guys earlier, we're clearing the contracts. We putting ourselves in a fight to get somebody like LeBron James. We were putting ourselves in a fight to get somebody like Donovan Mitchell. We were putting ourselves in a fight to get a next big splash, right? All that playing around stuff, the last one, and Carmelo's one of my favorite players. You know what I'm saying? But the way we acquired him, he gutted a team that was rocking at that time. And understand, but we were able to
Mario. So many
players. We did a lot of things to not really manufacture a squad that the fan base could rally around. Up until we had Julius Randle, and then coming in, these guys, we starting to see,
left-handed bandit.
We started to see, we getting a momentum on the basketball court side. We took care of the business side. Leon Rose was taking care of the business side. He was taking care of the drafting side. He was taking care of the money side. And so now we start seeing, look, we got to steal with this kid, Jalen Brunson. We got to steal with this guy. The foolish Mavericks gave him away for like nothing.
But right? I think Knicks fans didn't even fully appreciate Brunson.
Guys.
I don't think Knicks fans fully knew.
Let me land. He went on. Let me land.
There's no landing.
The reality is nobody counted us in. And you could say we gotta believe, we didn't give you any reason to believe. Yo, the first time this guy came onto the scene, we got into it, but everybody on the starting 5 got injured. Everybody on the starting 5 got injured. Everybody. DiVincenzo, all of them dudes got injured towards the end of that. I'm watching it like, this guy's down. That guy's down. This guy's down. We scraping by. Why? Because the coach that we had was running these guys into the ground. They gave him a run back. Let's get it back. Mm-hmm. First game with the Pacers. That should have been a done deal, my guy. Mm-hmm. Should have been a done deal. This man skunked it up. Made us lose that first game. It was over from there. Knicks fans knew that. And then, so when it comes to the next opportunity, nah, we're not doing that. You don't got the opportunity to like get us to the next level. So something that is unprecedented to the point where the media was saying, how are you going to get one of the most winningest coaches that the Knicks has ever had and let him go? Because the mindset is, we just need somebody to take us over the hump. I told the guys earlier, they were playing guys who I didn't even know they was on the roster. That's Knicks fans talk. Knicks fans talk like this. We very pessimistic. We riding with a squad. I'm not talking about the bandwagon. I'm not talking about the guys who just went and got a Knicks hat and just started watching. Oh, who's that guy with the lights? I say now we have a team that we could kind of like galvanize around, and not only just because we got a star, we got a guy. It's not about a guy and a guy. We got guys who we could believe in. We got systems and people who are bought into defense. We got an organization that's like, bought into like, we have to win. The whole thing. We got an organization that's like, we're not satisfied with winning the cup. We're not that's why we're not putting the banner up. We're not satisfied with winning the Eastern Conference Finals. That's why we're saying 4 more to go. We're not satisfied.
Definitely putting the banner up for the Eastern
Conference
Finals.
Where we have an opportunity to give the Knicks, the New York Knicks, a championship in Keyon Lewis's lifetime. They decided that they're gonna do it in my lifetime, and no hater is gonna stop that. And you can tell me about you're gonna tell me about Vasilek, these whippersnappers, just because they're athletic, and Jalen Brunson is not athletic. The man has been doing this since he was a kid. People have counted it about because he doesn't pass the eye test over and over again. Nobody until recently is starting to say, this guy can really boogie. Up until recently, he been doing it. He was doing it over there at the Mavericks. He been doing this.
He won a series by himself.
This man is a champion, bro. He's a winner. A winner is different. That's why I'm saying, we could do X's and O's. We could do body types. We could do this is how you need to do it. But at the end of the day, if you coach basketball, if you've been around basketball, I could go into any hood. If I'm ready to go, if I have the heart, if I got the vibe, I got the energy, and I got the momentum, I could punch anybody in the face. And that's what we're doing. We got. They may be able to beat us another day, but not this year. We punching them in their face. This year we punching them in their face. The next year we can talk about next year, but right now we on that time. Everything is aligned for us to punch them in the face. That's why you think that it was an easy road. That's why I think it's so easy. Nah, we was just really punching people in the face. That's what we was doing. Okay, you go ahead.
There's no such thing for me. I always say there's no. First of all, I'm very happy for you. Second of all, I don't think there's a such thing as an easy road. I've never succumbed to that. I don't put any asterisk on no championship, other than probably like KD and the Warriors. But that's neither here nor there. To me, a championship is a championship. It's hard to win a championship in the NBA because you have to beat a team, every professional team, 4 out of 7 times in a series to win and to advance and to continue to play and then to ultimately achieve that goal of winning a championship. You went down the history. Again, we're going to get back to our question of how you're going to win. I noticed you skated past that because you don't really know. But we in the past, I think that you're starting to miss some things, right? I think hindsight is 20/20. And I think y'all are making it seem like, we already knew we wasn't going to win when we had this or when we had that. I remember Carmelo Anthony and Kristaps Porzingis being on the same team. And I remember the rhetoric and the expression from the New York Knicks faithful. Y'all did not expect to not make deep playoff runs. I'm not even talking about finals. I'm not even talking about championship. Y'all had a high expectation to make deep playoff runs. The reality is, I'm not saying that the team wasn't gutted. I'm not saying that y'all were able to put players around Melo. All of that is hindsight is 20/20. In that moment though, y'all thought Melo was the guy to lead y'all to the promised land. Even though at that moment y'all knew the bread wasn't there.
Don't use Stephen A. Smith as that. That man is
Stephen A. Smith. I don't even.
Just tell me who the faithfuls are that you talk about. Because if you tell me Stephen A., that man has been up and down and all around town.
Forget Stephen A. When Melo was in the Garden, we're not doing this, Keyon. We're not doing this. You know how long it took y'all to put Jalen Brunson over Melo, and he's been making deep playoff runs? I'm talking about as a Knick. You know how long it took for y'all to do that?
And he's been making. You're conflating.
No,
Carmelo Anthony is one of the greatest scorers that the NBA has ever seen, and he put on a Knicks jersey. That's separate.
Yes,
He's one of the greatest scorers to ever put on a ball in his head.
That's what y'all saying now. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say now, Keyon.
So what are we supposed to do?
Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say now. I'm talking about at the time. I'm going through your timeline here. Okay, past your timeline. Let's dare not forget the Atlanta Hawks series. I noticed you skipped past that. I noticed you skipped past the series where y'all lost to the Atlanta Hawks, where everybody going into that series was like, this is easy. This is a piece of cake. And then Trae Young came in there like Reggie Miller's seed and took a bow in the garden and said, this is my house. And from then to this day, y'all still chanting F Trae Young. So dare not skip past that, my boy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm bringing you through the timeline of years that y'all have been delusional. Don't spare me.
Take me through there.
Pause. Spare me. Yo, spare me with this idea that y'all already knew what it was when y'all had it. Because when it was RJ and Julius and the rest of those guys, you did not expect to lose to Trae Young and DeAndre Hunter. You did not expect. You get what I'm saying? Trae Young is in Washington right now. You feel what I'm saying? Jalen Brunson's still on the team.
You acting like Trae Young wasn't that guy though. You saying that you downplay Trae.
No, I'm not. See what I'm saying? You see?
I should have lost that series though.
Hindsight. They always go with hindsight.
No. This is what I'm saying. Look. Knicks fans have not been saying championship or bust. We're like, yo, when we get a good team, we get a good team. What are you talking about?
That's not what I'm saying.
Yo, there's only one champion every year. The reality is, yo, we going for a run. We doing good. Like, we rocking out with your team. It's different from like, yo, we really got a squad.
Not taking that away from you.
Level of it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Let me just finish. I'm not taking that away from you.
What you're saying, I'm not saying that is another level to it. It's like,
yeah,
yo, we rocking out with Carmelo because he's a god. He's a ball god. And he got a Knicks jersey on. What are you talking about? It's Carmelo.
But again, I'm talking through your statement was Knicks fans know ball more than anybody.
That's what I'm saying. So when we rocking out, we having fun with Lynn Sanity. We thought we was gonna win the whole thing. When Lynn Sanity was coming out, notice. Have him on his,
hold on, let me finish. Notice
he was cooking Kobe. RP to the great one.
Notice I never said anything about championship because I never believed. Right? What I'm saying is that when y'all had Melo and y'all had Porzingis, you expected to make a deep playoff run. At least you expected. That at the moment. I'm not, again, hindsight is 2020. You could look back and say, yo, the money should have been here. The pieces should have been here. We should have had better players around Melo to make sure that they could be successful. That's hindsight is 2020. Okay, boom. Now we fast forward the Atlanta series. Y'all were hopeful. Y'all were like, yo, we get past the series. We could make it to the conference finals. Like, we could at least make it to the conference finals if we make it past this series, right? Then fast forward. Last year, y'all thought y'all was going to get a banner for beating Boston. See, I don't forget. You built your team to beat the Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
That's what you built your team to do.
Facts.
You beat the Boston Celtics. Y'all did a great job.
Yeah.
And then y'all said, yo, we beat them. It's nothing left in our way. So don't make it seem like y'all haven't been disappointing when it mattered. Don't make it seem
disappointed. We're not disappointed, y'all. Y'all don't give a damn.
No. Y'all have been disappointed. When this, you ain't want to cry? Cut it off, man. You lost the lead. Yo, listen. You lost the lead.
Yes. Nobody.
Listen, hold on. Let me. I'm just landing this plane of we're making it seem like Knicks fans already knew every single time they were in position that this wasn't it. You felt when you were in Indiana, you felt like this is it. We going to the finals after you beat Boston.
Absolutely.
When you went up against Trae Young, mind you, you lost in 5. You won 1 game in that series. 1.
That's crazy.
No, but you're conflating the last.
You won 1 game in that series. All I'm saying is I'm just refuting your point that New York Knicks fans know what they're talking about. I got belief now because you got to start.
Don't do that. You brought in Duhan and then you start bringing in these recent guys. I told you that. The 3 things that happened, I told you that when we got injured, and everybody got injured, we was thinking that we was going to win it. I swore we was going to win it. Yes. The past 3 years, yes. If you're talking about the past 3 years, yes.
But my point was.
You're talking about Nicoletti was going to bring us.
Hold on.
Come on, man.
My point was that you said nobody believed and everybody doubted y'all and everybody, and you're acting like y'all didn't give people a way to disbelieve. Like you didn't give people this thing where it's just like, I don't know. Last year, hold on. I did bring up Chris Duhon. That's all jokes. All of that, Franklin, that's all jokes. But I'm saying that it's jokes, but it's also connected to the fact that when y'all do get players, yes, it's good to ride behind your players. It's good to rock with your players, rep your team, cheer for your team. Nothing wrong with that. But when you get in certain guys and you're like, let's freaking go, and then you beat Boston and you're like, let's freaking go. We going to the finals. You know how many times I heard that last year? We going to the finals. Yeah, these Boston dudes can't mess with us.
Yeah, so you're saying you can't now come and play like
you can't come right. You can't now come and play like we already knew what it was. You didn't know what it was.
That's not what I said. You guys keep on saying it. That's not what I said. I definitely said the past 3 years we was believing, right? And that's why every adjustment since then has been to beef up the situation over here on this side. Mm-hmm. Pause. It's to make sure that we have a coach that can make the adjustments, that we can have a bench that when somebody goes down, we can have somebody else to land the plane. We were making the adjustments to be successful. But yes, in the past 3 years, with the system, the trajectory of what we were doing, we were believing. We actually had somebody and a team and an organization that we could rally behind. Yes, those guys did knock us off. But here's the thing about it I want to say. The reason why I say nobody believed is because there's a level of vitriol and hatred for New York that does not get disseminated to all the other losing teams in the NBA. Let's be real about that. Like there's an energy that comes across that says like, yo, F the Knicks, or y'all always swearing that y'all gonna win. Y'all always up. No, where's that energy for like Chicago, my guy?
Because
Chicago, when's the last time Chicago won?
I don't see Chicago fans outside talking about Kobe White, we're here. I don't see them doing that.
Yeah, so that's fine. Them doing that. We're better fans. So we gonna get it for being better fans?
No,
because we be outside with it. We better fans now.
Be outside with it.
And we ride for our team, good or bad. We believe. So we get written up for like being when there's only one championship.
Passion.
There's one person because we got passion. We got to get the vitriol. We got to get everybody. Yo, even when we're not even relevant, even when we wasn't even relevant, they guarantee, yo, you want to get a hot take? You want to get something buzzing? Let's talk about the Knicks. Let's talk about the Knicks. Let's say something about the Knicks.
We see, you can't have it both ways.
Nothing rocky. Let's talk about the Knicks.
No,
it's fine. We can't have it both ways. But what I'm trying to say is that energy is lazy. That energy don't want no research behind it. That energy is just like dialing in and mailing in. I'm talking, we're really here now. And what y'all got to say?
Keyon.
Yeah, go ahead.
We all hoop, right? Like let's keep it a stack. Like let's just bring it down to basketball. You ever been to the park and a dude is losing every single time, and he's still talking like that? Like he's like that.
No, don't call it that.
No. Let me finish.
Trying to make us late.
We've been to these parks. We've been to Gersh. We've been to Wingate. We've been to Dykeman. We've been to all these. And you got the guy who's talking and he is losing. But he's talking and he's losing. And you love to play against him because you know that he is going to talk, but he's going to lose. And you love to have him around and you love to dap him up and you love to hit him up and be like, yo, pull up. He might be the one with the ball pulling up to the park. You feel what I'm saying? And you love to be around him because you know that at any given moment, he going to walk home crying to his big cousin saying, yo, Pops, man. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm not saying it's never hate. I want to distinguish the difference.
It is hate. Come on.
No. I want to distinguish. No. I want to distinguish the difference between hate and just enjoying the disappointment. There's a difference there.
That's actually called hate.
No, it's not hate. You know who I hate on? I hate on teams that win. Like y'all don't y'all don't make me like Like it's the reason why I'm hating on the Spurs a little bit because I feel like they could win 4 out of the next 5. The reason why I hated Golden State was because I was just like, dang, they're going. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I hated Miami Heat in that run with the Heatles was because they were winning. Like I don't hate on teams that haven't won since 1973. I don't hate on teams that haven't done anything. Like y'all still haven't done anything. You get what I'm saying? Like nobody thinks about Jimmy Butler's run to the final. Like if y'all lose, like it doesn't matter. Like it's this is just the next step. No, you got to win now. And if you don't win now, Jalen Brunson's just Jimmy Butler who made it to the finals and got
Don't do that.
got cooked. It is. He went to the finals twice. Jimmy Butler went to the finals twice in the last couple of years.
But it matters. It matters in Miami.
And
Jimmy good in Miami forever.
But we don't care about the fact that he went to the finals.
Miami, they won. Miami,
you know
D-Wade won.
D-Wade won. And so when he went to the finals, it didn't matter. So the Knicks, here's my point. The Knicks carry themselves like they got 12 chips in the last 20 years. Let's be honest, y'all.
We just love our
this
team.
franchise. No, it's not about love. Y'all really move. Like, there's a certain way winners move. Like, I want y'all to move like losers. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I want y'all to move like you have lost.
This is why. This is
I'm gonna be honest with you. No. I'm gonna be honest with you. No. I'm gonna just say this last thing. I'm gonna say this last
Act like a loser, you bum.
I'm gonna say this last thing. I'm gonna say this last thing. When we was at the park and we lost, we went home and we felt that you ain't go outside probably the next day until you was ready again. Y'all pop out like y'all just won. Who won last year? OKC? You would have thought the Knicks won last year. The way the Knicks fans was like, yeah. You would have thought. So I just want y'all to move it a little bit.
You guys lack shame.
And it's not loser mentality. I want you to live in your reality and not in your utopia. That y'all have this like illustrious history of winning. Y'all should not. Again, we talk about y'all like the Lakers, like the Celtics, and I agree with you. We shouldn't. I agree with you. You know why we shouldn't? You don't have to answer that.
I never said
but
that. My words. I said you said the same vitriol.
All right, Keyon, close this out, and then we're gonna need Jayson to break down the matchup on a unbiased level.
No. Let me give y'all my opinion real quick. I'm gonna just give y'all my real opinion. I'm done.
I gotta answer. I'm done after this. Yo, look, real quick.
Yeah.
I did not say that we need to be talked about like the Lakers and all that stuff. I said you don't get the same vitriol to other teams that have not won. And then secondly, Jayson, where you from? What state you from?
New York.
Akeem, what state you from?
New York, man.
All right, Shaq, what state you from?
From Flatbush.
Yo, what the hell you talking about? You act like losers. What New Yorker ever act like a loser, my guy?
Jets fans.
You would never act like a loser.
Jets fans. Jets fans act like losers.
Jets fans
act like losers.
Whoa!
What are we talking about?
Deserve that.
Nets fans act like losers. What are we talking about?
No, don't do that.
So do Nets fans. What are we talking about?
Yo.
Y'all have not won.
Jets fans are self-aware. I'm thinking about it. Jets fans are self-aware.
That doesn't make us losers.
You know what I mean, Akeem? I'm talking the self-awareness that you ain't won, that you ain't win. Jets fans, y'all
you just brought up the Nets? How dare you? Brooklyn
y'all won just as much as them in the last however many.
The New Jersey Nets just moved to Brooklyn. That's all it is. Nobody claiming that. Nobody jacking that from Brooklyn. Nobody.
And look at you with same empty stands when it comes to banners. The same thing.
Yo, nobody's jacking the Nets. What are you talking about?
Nobody is, but that's what I'm saying.
Don't go around acting like we lost. We're winners. We got that vibe. We got that energy. We're the best state in the country. We're the best city in the world. We're the best city in the world. We're the best.
And that's why New York, the Knicks will never. That's why they do get talked about in those conversations because it's New York.
Yeah,
so it's like and that's why we all say like the league is better when the Knicks are good.
It is.
And now the league is going to be even better when the Knicks are the Knicks are in the finals. Like this is insane.
No, like I said before, let me land this. The world is going to be a greater place. The world.
All right. Yep.
The world is going to be a better place. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Your refrigerators are going to be full of food. Your bank accounts will be full with money. Your heart
fans can't even afford Knicks ticket.
Look. Those who were barren will now produce seed. You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? Those who've always wanted a home will receive a home. Those who have always rode the bus will now receive a car.
Amen.
This is what will happen if the Knicks win. You understand what I'm saying? They said that destruction will happen. Not destruction. Life will be brought into this world because the Knicks win the championship in the 2026 season.
You calling it? Call it right now. Guarantee it.
Guaranteed, my G.
Everybody rise to your feet.
Give us the breakdown.
So let me just give you my. Can I just give you my take real quick? I think. Go ahead. I really think that I just have questions on it. Like, I don't know. Like, I think the Knicks can win, and I think the Spurs can win. But here, my only question is, I got questions from the Knicks side and I got questions for the Spurs side. My question on the Knicks side is Cat going to be able to stay on the floor with his foul issues? Again, y'all going to say he hasn't had foul issues in the last 2, but you're going up against Victor Wembanyama. Let's not act like it. Like that's not who's going to be making sure that you in check. So is he going to be able to stay on the floor? If not, how long is Mitchell Robinson going to be able to sustain minutes against Victor Wembanyama, right? Those are 2 of my questions on the Knicks side. Another question I have actually on the Knicks side is Jalen Brunson, can he become in this series the facilitator he's going to need to be? And who is going to be the one to step up if he's going to be the one facilitator? I don't think Mikal Bridges is going to be the one. I think it has to be OG, and I think OG can't. Number 4, are y'all going to be able to come out of San Antonio with a win? Are y'all going to be able to come out of San Antonio with a win? Because the first 2 games is in San Antonio, and that pressure, everything is going to be different. And I'm not saying y'all can't.
More pressure to MSG?
Again.
No, it's the first 2 games.
You don't play against MSG if you're the Knicks. You don't play against your crowd. So it's not
pressure though. It's still pressure to win at home. Like,
why are you changing the facilitator to OG as opposed to Cat? What are you doing?
No, I said Jalen Brunson is going to have to be a major facilitator.
Everybody's been bringing down the ball. We've already been doing that the whole season.
I'm going to tell you why. Cat can't be the one because Cat is going to have to score.
No, but I'm answering your question.
In order to
the facilitator, I'm telling you, if you look at Knicks games that people don't watch,
I do.
They used to play up Brunson early. They used to pick him up full court just to get him off his rhythm. He plays off the ball. He's been playing off the ball the whole season. He comes off the ball and gets quick shots, or he'll get he'll get the grenade and do the up and unders, or he'll get the ball off of a screen with Cat.
Up and under.
The ball comes down with Bridges. The ball comes down with Josh Hart. The ball comes down with anybody, and then they facilitate the offense to give it to him. So now he's in on a half court set. He goes off and does what he got to do. Or the ball gets released to Cat, and then they do a pick and roll, or Cat gets the ball and off a down screen or whatever, or a they go get a bucket. What are you talking about?
Okay, I'm gonna respond to that. The reason why I kind of dislike when we go into X's and O's and we don't actually realize there's like another person on the side of the X's and O's that has to guard the X. That there's an X and then there's an O. Like you got to guard. So. My point is that when Jalen Brunson has done all these things, y'all ain't never seen this. I'm sorry. What coming out of again the same way y'all say y'all on fire and y'all peaked at the right time. This San Antonio team is coming out of a series with the best team in the NBA as far as the season is concerned. The defending champs, the MVP, one of the best defensive teams statistic wise that the league has seen. Okay, so coming out of this series. Obviously, they've learned a lot. They've understood what it means to adjust, and they know how to navigate certain defenses. What I'm telling you right now is that you're not playing a regular guy, yo. I wanted to be a regular guy. I wanted him to be regular this playoff because I didn't want him to have it early. You're playing a guy in his 3rd year that's at like year 8 mentally, for real. You get what I'm saying? So, like, him and Jalen Brunson are not far apart mentally right now. I'm going to be honest with you. Now, as it pertains to the up and unders, as it pertains to all it takes is for Wemby to block the first couple of shots, and it changes everything. It changes everything. Now, Mike Brown, what is your adjustment going to be when there's nothing in the paint? Number 2, Jalen Brunson's not a better scorer than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to me, in my opinion.
Look at the numbers.
I'm not saying again.
Shai's up 1. What are you talking about?
I'm not.
Look
Okay.
at the facts.
Yes, I'm not. I said he's not a better scorer. I'm not saying he's like way better than him. He's just not a better. Jalen Brunson's not a better scorer than Shai. Jalen Brunson's not a better foul baiter than Shai. He's not and he can do that very well, but he ain't Shai with that. The Spurs have learned how to go up against a guy who draws fouls like easy, and Jalen Brunson is one of those guys. So how do you adjust when the paint is no more? I'm watching the OKC series, Akeem, and I'm seeing, there's no way for him to go. Like, there's literally, he gets the ball, and I'm like, there's literally nowhere for him to go. And it's not like he don't got shooters. It's not like he don't got guys that can slash and catch baseline cuts and lay the ball up. It's not like he don't got pick and roll. Like, there's literally nowhere for him to go. So my question to you, Keyon, is what is the adjustment? Because it's going to happen. What is the adjustment when the paint is shut down? or you don't feel like that's ever gonna happen?
Bro, I hear what you're saying, but you're doing an analysis as if we are OKC. We're not OKC. We're the New York Knicks. I told you that
I
we're
hear you,
pulling
man.
out. We have Cat. You guys had Chet. You had freaking Hartenstein. What are you talking about? We have OG Anunoby, who also can guard Wembyama. We have Hart, who we can rotate hard on him too. So we get small guards who can rotate on him too. What are you talking about? He's
I
going
ain't
to
gonna
have.
lie, you might get
a
Karl
mix
Anthony
of
Holmgren in
defense
this
on him
series
as well. We have Mikal Bridges, who. So when you're saying, "Oh, we're breaking down Jalen Brunson doesn't only get his buckets by foul baiting.
No, he don't. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, let me get that broom real quick.
Also,
Let me hold on. Let me just
also, let me say that about Brunson. I think I was.
this broom right here.
Go ahead, Jason. Go ahead.
The Spurs.
I think the Brunson is different from SGA. Like SGA is a better scorer, but I think Brunson scores a little bit. What's the word? He scores a little bit more ethically than SGA does.
For sure.
And he's also a bigger body, and so like the way that Castle
bigger body
and
than Shai?
Dylan Harper, yeah, Shai is strong, but like I think Brunson is a little bit has more
Shai's
weight.
Dylan Brunson is bigger than Shai. That's
the height is a difference, but like Brunson is not like the physicality of the Spurs is not going to throw Brunson off his game that much. Like he can adjust to physicality, and I think what Shai did in the game 7. That's what Brunson's gonna have to do for the whole series. He's gonna have to hit tough middies, and he can do that. He's gonna have to do that because Castle is a dog. Dylan Harper is a dog, and when you have 2 dogs, but you have a 7'6" alien in the background, you could be an even more aggressive dog. So they could really press into him, and then they're just gonna funnel him to Wemby, and And Wemby is not the type. He's a mobile 7'6". So Cat could be on the 3-point line, and Wemby could be right. Like he doesn't even need to be next to him. He could be a 1 foot. He could be a step away. He might be even 2 steps away and still affect shots. So he'll be in this middle ground where he can help on a Brunson drive to make Brunson think. So even when you talk about the step through, Brunson will get the step through, but then you know what he's going to see when he steps through? He's going to see Wemby, and then he's going to have to kick it out. So then that's where Mikal and OG become very important. Josh Hart, because they're gonna give Josh Hart the shot just like Cleveland did. Yep. Josh Hart's gonna have to be confident, and in the finals, if he gets in his head, that's when it's gonna get scary, and you might have to adjust. Shaman might have to play more. McBride, people who have to make shots because you're gonna need to make shots. Because once Brunson's going to get into the paint, Cat's going to get into the paint.
I was about to say that.
People who have been making shots.
That's true.
They've been making these shots. Shamit, McBride, they've been hitting these shots. Why were they
situations?
I'm not saying, but it's the intensity of the Spurs, the defense, the unity in the Spurs, the cohesiveness of the defense is at another level, and you have the shot blocker that they have the utmost. I don't know if you could be any more confident as a guard defender, as a wing defender, when you have Wemby out there.
Hey Jay, let me ask you a question. As far as because minutes come into play in this, right? Like Jalen Brunson, obviously we know like he's not a good defender. Like, can we all agree that he's just not a good defender?
But he doesn't dial it in like Shai does.
I think Shai's a solid defender.
Shai's a good defender.
I think that Jalen puts in effort. He's what?
Yeah, and I'm not saying he's not an effort player. On Vassal, Champagne, like he's gonna be fine.
Here's my question, y'all. Here's my question when it comes to like the minutes and stuff like that, because I do think Jalen Brunson's gonna have to play a lot of minutes. Because when we talk about McBride and Alvarado as guards coming off the bench, like the guys coming off the bench or the guys that are secondary guards aren't just like regular secondary guard. Like there's no like Jose Alvarado, who like when he hits a shot, the crowd goes crazy because you're not like used to him doing that. Like these guys like that are on the Spurs, like we're talking De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper, Vassell, Stephen Castle, Champagne, which you know he gets on my nerves too.
Yeah, but my question,
dude,
you go and say Calderon and you lead with that, and
That
then
was
you
the
go
wrong-
say that list. You
Yeah,
didn't lead with McBride. You see how he
No,
does that?
I was about to get to that. I was about to get to him. I was about to get to him.
Understand it.
Too
Who made
small.
these
Too small.
three
Yo,
players
listen.
watch
I'm gonna tell you this
basketball.
right now, Keyon. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Deuce McBride may not get a lot of minutes in this series. He may not get a lot of minutes in this series. I think he's too small, and I think he's gonna have to hit.
I like McBride.
Like he's
I
gonna.
think he's
No,
gonna
I like him, but I think he's gonna have to be
gonna have to play.
offensively effective in this series to be played. And I'm not saying he can't be. I think he could hit shots. Obviously, he comes in
They're
shooting.
gonna have to
Like,
play somebody.
He come in shooting.
They can't
They're
go
gonna have to play him.
7.
Yeah. He gonna have
they
to play.
run the same rotation.
He's gonna have to play.
Yeah.
But my only concern, Knicks wise, and I could get to some concerns on the Spurs side, which is why I'm like, I don't know. My only concern is Jalen Brunson is gonna have to play a lot of minutes, and with him already being a bad defender, him getting worn down over time. And I know Keyon is like, you haven't seen how we've been doing it all year. Cool, all of that's cool. You just said y'all peaked at the right time. So you don't want me to talk about y'all season and the inconsistencies. You want to talk about right now. Let's talk about right now. Right now, y'all are playing great. Y'all are moving the ball. These guys are hitting shots. But like, we can't take away from the fact that like this is the finals. Like, you have a lot of guys who are going up against like y'all not going up against no regular team, yo.
Who over there?
And honestly,
who on the San Antonio been here before?
No, I'm not saying been here before. I'm saying y'all not going against
No,
y'all,
but who's been there before?
Nobody, but they ain't been
Who's
to the
been on-
Western
who's been
Conference
there before
Finals.
outside?
Y'all
Who's
ain't been.
been on-
They ain't been to the Western Conference Finals either, though, and they beat the
No, I'm
defending
talking
champs.
about to the finals.
This
and
is an
won.
anomaly. Say it again.
We got players on our team who won the finals.
Yeah,
So we've
but
had
you also have
experience.
players on your team who choked in the conference finals last year. So like again, we talking about the stage. We talking about y'all don't have home court advantage, right? That I think that's going to come into play. I think if the Knicks had home court advantage, I would lean way more towards the Knicks other than being 50-50 because I do think that Garden matters for like for like them young boys going in there game one. But like their game, like them going into OKC, y'all, them going into OKC again. OKC is not no easy place to play in.
It's not.
It's not.
Them. That's what I'm saying. Like the experience throughout this run is different from the experience that y'all have had throughout this run. It's two totally different matchups to me, and I think again the thing that has me somewhat like I don't know is because I think that the Spurs came out of a heavyweight match and there's nothing you can like any punch you throw at them right now it's not knocking them down.
Yeah, and I don't think they need to get knocked out, but I think the Knicks have enough to win a 12-round fight. So they're not gonna win KO, but they could win by decision.
They can because they got the best clothes on the floor. The Knicks have the best clothes on the floor, which is what can give them the edge as well. You have the best closer on the floor. You got a guy who is Jalen Brunson, who is no longer holding the ball for 10 seconds at a time anymore like he was last year. He's moving the ball quicker this year. They getting up the floor faster. Cat has become a good like point center type figure. He's been able to, you know what I'm saying, divvy out the ball and being able to facilitate here and there. I just don't know how that works when you got a 7'6" guy in your face. I just don't know how that looks.
All right, so here's what I'm thinking.
How tall is Evan Mobley?
Evan Mobley's like 6'10", 6'11".
No, don't do that, because I remember people telling me several times Evan Mobley, the poor man Wemby, is gonna like cook us.
Who called him that?
I didn't hear that. But
yo, they be making up narratives. I'm telling y'all. Yo, I'm telling y'all.
Whoever said that they were trolling.
They told me. That's what I heard.
Yo, you remember when Michael Jordan said they put poison in his pizza?
You heard wrong.
Because
we saw the poor man's Wemby. Chet is technically he's the next tallest guy, and there's a level like here to here, like there's levels between Chet and Wemby and Chet.
Yo,
I think the difference in the series is the Knicks have to win the non-Wemby minutes. The Knicks have to continue the physicality because, like, you even saw, like, we talked about this, like, Wemby's good right now for 3, maybe 4 out of 7 games because he can get worn down very easily. So, and OKC was very physical. If Knicks maintain their physicality with him, I think by game 2, with game 3, you're gonna see a 17-5 game from Wemby, and those are the ones you capitalize on. The non-Wemby minutes are important, but then also the Spurs have another 7-footer who is equally, like not equally, but like he is very effective
He's
too.
been playing well.
So
too.
you gotta deal with Cornette. So like the bench has to come in. So those minutes with Deuce McBride, like Josh Hart, all those guys who stay on the court for that next wave, they have to like really take the game by storm. But then also it's because San Antonio still has a rookie who's playing like a 5th-year vet in Dylan Harper, who is like when you see Cason Wallace and Alex Caruso for 7 games, and then you go and you see Deuce McBride and Alvarado, it's like you feel a little bit more, a little bit pep in your step, knowing that like
when our bench has been violating the whole season.
You keep talking.
Is Mitchell Robinson chopped liver?
I was about to say this. So Keyon, you brought up a good point.
One of the top rebounders in the league.
Keyon, I'm about to back you up on this one. What I will say is,
pause.
Pause. What I will say is, with Mitchell Robinson, he is such a good offensive rebounder, which is why I think the Spurs win so much, because Wemby's able to just get his own rebound like 3 or 4 times. And I'm not sure how many times he gets to do that against Mitchell Robinson. My only thing is, like with Wemby, like you got to jump and then jump again and then jump again. Like it's going to be, I don't know how much of that like athletically, I don't know how much of that Mitch has in him, but I do think from a box out standpoint, I think Mitch could put a body on him. But that's why my point.
That's the physicality
that's why my point was, guys got to stay on the floor. Once you get in foul trouble, it is over. Once y'all get in foul trouble,
that's really a Cat and the Mitchell Robinson thing. And and to your point, Cat is not Chet. Cat is better than Chet, for sure, clearly. But so offensively, the Chet that was very timid and not afraid to and that was timid and afraid to attack Wemby, Cat is not going to do that. He's going to shoot the 3 ball, and he's going to try to at least drive. He's going to try and draw fouls on Wemby, and I think he might be successful at times, or there might be times where he might be, when Cat gets to the drive, he starts flailing a little bit and he wants to call, but they might not give him those calls, and that might be frustrating. But so that's you gotta like kind of keep that in mind too when you're thinking about the series. But that big man battle is going to be crucial. Everybody's going to be crucial because Castle and Vassell, Dylan Harper versus Bridges, OG, and Hart. Those are swing matchups as well too. Because Brunson, you know what Brunson's gonna do. You really know what Wemby's gonna do, and it's like those pieces. If Stephon Castle is gonna turn the ball over 12 times, it's over. Then the Knicks is gonna have a good shot.
It's over.
But if Mikal Bridges was ice cold against Atlanta, so if the stage, if I know he's been hot for a month straight now, but then God forbid if it gets a little, if he gets a little bit out of rhythm because Wemby, you're not in the same rhythm, and then now those guys they're not shooting at 45-50%, they start shooting at 35, 38, 40%, then that shifts the series again too. And I think it's a very pick 'em series because the Spurs have, and like I said, they have dogs. The Knicks have dogs too. Like Bridges and OG are dogs, and they 6'8", 6'9" dogs. But these young boys are just they can match that, and they have the swagger, they have the confidence, just like the Knicks have swagger and confidence. That's why this is a clash of titans.
This is what it's supposed to be.
Do you think that the rest hurts or help? That's what I want to say. We've rested more than you rested in the regular season. Do you think it hurts or help? I think it helps.
I don't know.
Because all right, let me just say that if they do what they did game was against Cleveland, you're not coming back from 22 against them. You're losing by 42.
No.
They're gonna run you out the gym. If you let them go up 22, they're gonna stomp on your neck.
If you down 22, go to bed against them. Just go to bed, bro. And that's what I was gonna say. Y'all was rusty in that game, and that's where Cleveland didn't step on y'all necks enough, because that would have changed the whole. That would have changed the series, but. Y'all came in rusty against them. You're missing a lot of shots. The ball, the fluidity of the movement wasn't there. I do think, but again, the Spurs coming out of a 7-game series, but still getting a good 4 days rest isn't bad either. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. And it's not this is not an old team.
No.
These are 21-year-olds. Yeah. No. Their best players is 20, 21, and 22. So they could play tomorrow. They don't care.
I talked about the wear and tear on Wemby. this adds to the wear and
Yeah.
tear on Wemby.
Yeah, but
But then the finals is different. So even from game 2 to game 3, you're not playing every other day. They're getting 3 days between game 2
I think they're getting every other
game
day
3.
this year, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I think June 3rd,
It's
June
Friday.
5th, and then
Wednesday,
June 8th
Friday.
is then game 3.
Yeah. So you're talking about in between the switch over.
Yeah, so when they switching from San Antonio to New York, you get an extra day, and that's gonna help Wemby. That's gonna help him going into New York.
I think the coaching is going to matter a lot in this series, and I think Mike Brown has the experience. I think Mitch has this juggernaut of a brain behind him, and he has like the Tim Duncans of the world, and he has I've seen Tim Duncan.
It feels very Spoelstra in Miami.
So I think with I think Mitch Johnson has figured out the perfect rotation like setup for the Spurs as far as like Wemby goes out, and he's figured out how to like keep certain guys on the floor, bring him back in with a certain, like he's figured that out. Because during the year, we were just like, yo, without him on the floor, they looking. But like in the playoffs, when he's been off the floor, like they're faster. Like they're faster with him off the floor. You know what I'm saying? And Luke Cornett is not as slow as people think he is. You know what I'm saying? Like he moves.
He was very impactful for Boston when they won.
The thing with the Celtics, the thing with the Spurs.
Well,
no, I'm about to give y'all. I was about to give y'all credit.
Okay. Y'all talking a lot of Spurs stuff.
The reason why we're talking about that is because y'all ain't playing so long. So it's like I don't even remember what y'all.
You know ain't playing so long.
Just saw him play against the.
You know ain't playing so long. The orange, the yellow and
brooms. You brought the brooms out.
The yellow and brooms playing mad long.
All right, you know he ain't win a chip in mad long. But listen, what I would say is the Spurs are in for it too, because the Knicks. The thing that hurt OKC, I'm gonna tell y'all the thing that hurt OKC. Y'all ready? The thing that hurt OKC is that they a little bit too cool. They a little bit too cool.
Yes.
And like I'm watching Shea, and I'm like, oh, he don't really like. He think that his composure is helping him.
Right.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Yep. Like he don't know that like, yo, like nah, this
when
team
to show that fire.
Like this team is about to.
The sense of urgency was not with that man.
Yeah, the sense of urgency wasn't with them. He got the ball, he didn't pass it quick enough in a lot of the games when the double team would come. The thing with the Knicks have this sense of like urgency. They have this, and then
resilient. We're resilient.
Let me give y'all flowers.
Let me talk about the Knicks. Go ahead. Talk about the Knicks. Talk about them.
I think when you got guys like, you know what I'm saying, that's not your best player, that's getting everybody fired. Like when you got a guy like Jose Alvarado getting everybody fired up. When you got guys like, you know what I'm saying, Deuce McBride getting everybody fired up. When you on a run and it's like we need something to like let them know that y'all not coming back, and Landry Shamet hits a 3 and starts yelling to the crowd. Like the OKC didn't have that. The closest thing they had to that was the dude with the fingernail paint. He was a little McCain, like he was a little energetic. Everybody else was too cool for school. You're not gonna get that with the Knicks, and I think that's the thing that the Spurs are gonna have to realize. For loose balls, you gotta dive on the floor. For rebounds, you're gonna have to box out. Everything is gonna be contested. The thing with Cat, I'm gonna tell you the thing with Cat now. Like Wemby's gonna have to realize that this guy actually believes that he's the best. He really believed that. He really believed there's nothing you could do with him. You feel what I'm saying? So now, Chet, you could tell in Chet's mind, which is something I wanted to talk about just for a little bit after that. But in Chet's mind, he was kind of like out of it. Like he was just like done. He lost. He lost.
But this whole year, he was like that when he played Wemby.
I see Cat do something dumb. This is my test to and Keyon, you a coach. When you see a player do something dumb and then they shake it off, and the next play they do something smart. Like
short-term memory.
Cat wasn't like that 2 years ago. 2 years ago, a Cat mistake meant he was out the game.
Compounded.
He was out the game. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you had to like take him out. I remember Tibbs had to take him out a bunch of times and leave Mitch in because he was done mentally. Now he's at a place of, I missed the shot. Okay, I'm driving now. You get what I'm saying? Like I made this mistake. Okay, I'm gonna make it up on defense. I'm gonna try my best to make it up on not the best defender, but he's improved this year. So the
I also
Spurs,
think that him playing point center, it's like you get the ball in your hands, you just feel so much more confident as opposed to when it's just like Brunson.
Yeah, you're
heavy,
not
and then you
watching.
kind
You're
of
part of the
yeah
offense. You're
like
engaged.
and Brunson gonna get the ball back, but like you just touching the ball and be like, all right, like I'm making the hand for like him being the hub of the whole offense. It's like he's always engaged
and the
now
fact that that
because
was an adjustment in the playoffs, because if you take the Knicks team from April and you put them in this moment, they lose already. They lose to Atlanta, actually.
No,
If
can
you
I say
take the
something about
Knicks,
that?
if you
The
take,
adjustment. There's a theory that we already had this understanding, but
I
we
don't, I
just
don't
saved
believe
it.
that. I don't believe that. Nobody
You
loses
heard
games
that?
on purpose.
Yeah,
I don't believe that.
Yeah,
I
we had
just
this.
don't believe that. Y'all wasn't losing
never heard
games on
that.
purpose. I heard that before.
I
But y'all
never
wasn't
said that.
losing
y'all
games on
wanted
purpose.
to be down 2-1
No,
No,
no.
not that want to be down 2-1, but the fact that
They talking about in the season. In the
because the
season,
conversation was always like, "Yo, let me touch the rock. Like I want to. I don't need a score. I want to be able to pass." And so they were probably tinkering with this concept of having Cat facilitate, but not to just kind of relieve pressure off. Because the issue always was the pressure that's been on Brunson. Because
Yeah.
what they would do is they play in full court or they'll bump. They'll put two on them off the half court. So off the half court, you got two jump him early, try to trap him in the corners. And even if he gets some off, it's seconds will come off the clock and he's being ready bumped. He's coming through 2 or 3, 4 bumps on contact on the body. So there has been conversation that like, yo, let me get the ball first. I don't necessarily have to just go to it. I'll just facilitate and I could just give it right back to him. So yeah.
from a X's and O's standpoint, I think what Mike Brown has done well, and I think this is going to work a lot in this series. Dribble handoffs, I think has worked well. So Cat gets up, you get a guard come this way, then you get a guard flash that way. You got to mix up Wemby in that way. Like you got to again, he's going to be Cat's going to be here.
Watching
Wemby's
what OKC did a lot of stuff to draw him out the paint that allowed guys to drive, but like those they didn't have enough slashers guys to like take advantage of
and they
the
didn't have
actions that they're doing to keep Wemby occupied.
The only thing is just that like with the Spurs, one thing is not going to work for a whole series. So you got to have like you got to have a plethora of things, to be able to mix it up because they learn quickly. They learn on the fly.
And I thank you for saying that because the Knicks got 3 or 4 different types of offensive schemes that we've been using.
You do.
It hasn't been just that's the reason why we had to move away from Tibbs because we're moving in different. For example, Mitchell Robinson is the come off the screen, throw Mitchell alley, right? With the slashers, it's playing off of them too. It's also our transition offense where if Josh Hart comes down and they play off of him because for a long time Josh was just turning his back to the basket just to pass the ball to somebody else. He's taking that 3 ball. They're giving it to you. Take the 3, and he's been serviceable in shooting the 3 ball. So there's different things that we do besides throw the ball to JB and have him just figure it out. And we still got that too. And we still got Cat
where
Cat
he's
come
gonna
from the
have
baseline. We got Cat coming out not only on the top of the key. Cat can come from the baseline and rock out. It's so much things that we do now. And then another thing about rotations is that if you pay attention, we don't have those 2 guys come off at the same time. They always have a situation where Cat is still delayed a little bit. Cat will stay a little bit longer, or he gets pulled early. And then there's always a rotation where either JB or Cat is still rocking out for a bit. And it doesn't feel like a big drop-off. It hasn't felt like a big drop-off when we go to our bench. Like it always felt like...
The one thing that I would want y'all to add, the only thing that I would want the Knicks to add...
Knicks might have the deepest bench in the NBA right now.
Huh?
I think
it's facts.
I don't know who has the deeper bench. When I was watching them play, I was like,
OKC and I think
I feel like even OKC couldn't play certain players. There were certain players that
they were missing injured.
They were missing
primary guys. Because if AJ Mitchell's there, that changes the whole
primary guys. We ain't missing nobody.
True.
We ain't missing nobody. We all healthy. We all healthy.
And with that, we're gonna give our series predictions. Starting with Jay. Give me the series predictions and how many games by how many games, and 1 sentence as to why. 1 sentence.
I
ain't gonna lie, man.
I want this all clipped. I need all of this.
Man, I don't. Hey man, let's just go with the phrase Knicks in 6. I just it's not the Spurs time yet. That's my one sentence. It's not time yet. It's not written. It's not in the book.
Shaq, on you.
Oh man, yo, I ain't gonna lie, it's tough because I think the Knicks have obviously they have the experience. They got the dog for me that I don't think the Spurs didn't. They played against, to me, OKC's a better team. Obviously, fully and when healthy, they're a better team than anybody in the league. And so I think that this was a great test for them. I don't think the Spurs have played like a team that's just gonna keep going. Like they're gonna keep going. Like they're not gonna lay down. They're not gonna quit. OKC kind of showed some of that, but it was just the too cool composure that was just like a little like, dang, that was weird. I think seeing Shea, it's so hard because even when Shea loses, he's efficient. Like, and they've forced him to be inefficient in a lot of these games. And I just keep in my mind, like putting Brunson in that space because even though, like Jason said, they score differently, but they still have similar ways of scoring. And I think the Spurs have an ability to stay on their feet. You know what I'm saying? Not like foul you, not like do the little head bump thing. They're not falling for that at this point. I think Hartenstein is better than Mitchell Robinson, in my opinion. And I think that like they were able to figure out how to navigate that. On the Knicks side, I think Jalen Brunson, bro, is like incredible. Like he is like, when I tell you phenomenal, bro, that dude is like like watching him is like you want to watch him. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to like Jalen Brunson playing tonight. You want to watch. It's just a little weird because obviously like nobody predicted him to be this great, and I think that's what like Knicks fans need to stop. It's what adds to the greatness of the story. It's the fact that nobody predicted a 16-point per game player from the Dallas Mavericks to come and be the guy to lead the New York Knicks to the final. Nobody, you couldn't have written a story like that.
Rose did.
No,
you get what I'm saying. So Knicks fans need to stop saying it's hate. It's just like
it is hate. Come
on,
man.
To the greatness of the story. Like nobody would have in that moment given Jalen Brunson what the Knicks gave Jalen Brunson. And that's just okay. No. You know what I'm saying? Y'all did it. Y'all believed and y'all were right. That being said, my prediction is, because I'm not going to lie, Jason, I do feel like the Spurs could come out of the first two games 2-0. And I think that could change a lot of things.
I see them splitting 1-1. I think the Knicks splitting. No, for Knicks and 6 to happen, they gotta leave 1-1. Because they're not going to go down 2 and win 4. I don't think that's the ideal way.
I'm going to just go, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to go to a parade. Keyon, my man. I got a lot, you know what I'm saying? My whole family is a Knicks family. And because I'm split down the middle, as far as basketball is concerned, I'm going to go Knicks in 7. I'm going Knicks in 7. But there's a part of me.
Like, I pictured Knicks winning in San Antonio in game 7. I was like,
that's wild.
But then I could see it happen in the Garden. The Garden, Knicks up 3-2 in the Garden. That joint might the Garden might lift up off the foundation.
The floor is gonna break.
There's a part of me.
It would cure cancer. It would cure cancer.
Yo, there's a part of me that really, there's really a part of me that believes that the Spurs can go up 2-0, and I don't know how the Knicks come back from that. And so, like, there's one part of me that's like, it's going 7, but then there's another part of me that's like, if the Spurs win game 1, I feel like they're gonna be like, yo, game 2 is a must win. I think they're going to see it like that.
The game 1 is a must-win for the Knicks?
No. I said the Spurs are going to look at, if they win game 1, they're going to look at game 2 as a must-win for them.
Okay.
All right.
And that just makes it tough. I'm going to go Knicks in 7, but, I think it could.
Your one sentence.
Say it again.
Knicks in 7, one sentence as to why.
Because I'm split down the middle, and I'm just going
pause. That's
come on, yo.
You're split. You're split out there. What?
Down there? What?
Nobody is split.
And this is your second time saying I let it rock the first time, but you ran it back. You doubled down on the split down.
As a grown baby, split down the middle is crazy.
I'm indecisive from a basketball standpoint, but I literally think that Jalen Brunson is amazing, but I do think Wemby is the best player on the floor. When it comes to
that your one sentence?
So I think
Shaq can't do.
So I think I just because I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know.
He split down the middle.
I'm indecisive. So Knicks and
that's just one sentence. My name is Shaq, and now I'm split down the middle.
Split down the middle. All right, Keyon, so you.
All right, you already know the vibes. You know the vibes.
That's it. This is
the point to see where you're headed. I need to know your level of awareness in this. What you know, what you.
You know the vibes.
No, I need to know the number. I know you're thinking the names. I need to know the number.
All right,
yeah, I need to know the number too.
The number. I'm just keep it real sweet because you know the vibes. I gotta respect the little man, the little big man.
Come on, that's what I'm saying.
You know how the Bible story goes, David versus Goliath. You know what we did to that dude.
Gonna be hurt after this.
You know what I'm saying? You know what we did to that dude. So I'm gonna say Knicks in 5. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. Yo, it's out the mud. It's out the mud.
You got Rashawn McCants right here, man.
Yeah.
One? Yo. You giving the Spurs one game?
I'm giving that team one.
Yo, Spurs.
Go back to him. Let him say what you gotta say. I want him to get his stuff on.
No, I love y'all, man. Yo, listen, I love y'all.
Knicks in 5. Knicks in 5 because.
Hey, yo, what? Yeah.
Knicks in 5 because. You know, I give respect to the Western Conference.
You're not giving them respect
by saying that we're not gonna sweep them. We're not gonna sweep them, but we are the team of the generation. We are the team of the year. We're in a moment in time. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? You know, we exist in moments in time. You know, when the fire was created, or like the steam press, or like the printing press. You know what I'm saying? Like when internet was invented.
Yeah, that was the last time y'all won a chip.
When bread was sliced.
When bread
was sliced. Y'all won a chip. Yeah,
and then when Knicks win the championship in 2026, you guys have an opportunity to see something like unique in history. Like you weren't there.
Gonna lie, Keyon, this one gonna hurt.
I think at this rate, the Knicks have to win, because if the Knicks don't win, it might be as detrimental as if they do.
And that's why I want
this will be
yo. The American Revolution, you know what I'm saying? The Emancipation Proclamation. We got the freedom of the enslaved, great melanated people. Conquer the world. You know what I'm saying? Then we got the Knicks winning a championship in 2026. Knicks is.
This might be hard to. This might be hard to be on the same side of support as Knicks, because they just go. They see the line and they just say "woo," and they go way past.
Okay, who you got?
But that's how they live their life. So I gotta respect it. But like, it's just
that's why it is gonna hurt, because that's why mine is Knicks in 6, and my one sentence is because the city needs this. Because if not,
the world.
The city needs
this. I ain't gonna lie, the city do need this, man. The city
needs this.
Because
world, you know how the NBA will be benefit from this? The NBA
will benefit
there's
from
no other situation.
The NBA would benefit from if
Wemby wins.
France is gonna have 10 games next year.
The face
they're gonna be in France for the month of November if Wemby wins.
It's just a win-win if the Knicks win, because then Wemby is gonna become one of the greatest players to ever pick up a basketball, because he will not do anything but eat, sleep, and play basketball. He will be the first.
I'm not gonna lie, I could see
run for office. I
think Victor Wembanyama do need a crying moment, man. He
need a moment like this. Every man in their life need a moment where like that girl break your heart and you become a savage.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get the Magic Johnsons, man. Then you get the Magic Johnsons who win in their rookie year.
Magic is 1-on-1, bro. That guy is
look at Magic came into a championship team.
The guy beat the thing, man.
No, but
Magic beat the thing. Come on, that man is winning in life. He's a billionaire.
No, but Magic. What I'm saying is Magic. I mean, he coming to a winning team. He won the 5 after Magic. When Magic jumped into that team, Kareem got hurt in the finals, and he wowed out. He wowed out. Like he played. He scored 40 as a center.
Don't compare that man to Magic, though, bro.
I'm not saying he is, but I'm saying he is 1-of-1, bro.
This is why he can't win, because
the kid is 1-of-1, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
he's 1-of-1.
He's
Nah,
gonna
all
be
right.
0-1.
Speak-
He's gonna be 0-1 in the finals after
Yo,
that.
I get it.
Right?
Like, you
Right,
about to
Keyon?
blame-
He's
Yo, I
gonna
get
be
it.
0-1 in the
Keyon.
finals.
Keyon,
So
I
about
get it.
1-1. How about 0-1?
Keyon, I get it. You about to play him, so you can't really show too much love.
I ain't jacking that, bro. This
I
friend,
get it. I
this
get it.
7'6" friends alien. You know, he part of the
See y'all.
Nephilims. He came from the inner regions of the world. He's not really a human
Ain't
being.
gonna lie, Cat gone. Listen, man.
This is gonna be like last year's finals was good, but this one is gonna be one. This is gonna be one of them ones.
This is gonna be a heavyweight fight, man. It's gonna be a heavyweight fight.
I don't know about all that. It's belt. That's what we talk about. We talk about.
All right. When is June 16th? You gonna see.
And speaking of 1-1, we're gonna get to talking about the one not to play with, Jay-Z.
Jesus.
Back when Ratchet was a Ratchet and the Vixen was a Vixen, and Jam Master Jay was alive. I was First of all, I want to thank my connect.
All due respect.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
shout out to the
rap god.
Jay-Z.
Go ahead.
Jay-Z is on top of New York is up right now. Jay-Z's on top of the world right now. At the Roost picnic, Shaq was at. He did a freestyle that's shaking the whole industry, and he took shots at everybody. And I want to get y'all take. What y'all thought? Shaq, you was here. Let us know. How was it being there?
He was actually VIP. He actually met Jay-Z. He actually
don't pocket watch, y'all. Don't ride me.
You did the Chris Brown backstage.
He had brunch with Jay-Z.
Man.
He had brunch with Jay-Z.
We gonna see
you did the Right Nation brunches.
No,
yo,
give me the 500K.
Did he?
Give me the 500K.
Oh, dang.
Listen.
Because he already had dinner with him. That's why.
Hey, yo.
Nah, the energy, bro, the energy in that place was so crazy, man. Like, obviously, like when he came out, did the freestyle, and then dropped the "You don't know what to do."
That was hard.
Like at that joint, yo, you could feel the ground shake. Like it's two people that performed this weekend that like you felt like they were just on another level, and it was Hove and T.I. Like you just felt like they were just like just another level. Like obviously, like Badu was Badu, but I'm talking about rappers wise. Like them two was on a, you know what I'm saying, Wale, he ain't do it for me. But like T.I. and T.I. and Hove. But so you get to the show, mind you, it is like I'm talking about jam-packed there, right? This is his first show in 7 years. Hove ain't really been outside. He's coming off of this interview, obviously, where he talks about the back and forth a little bit. We know Drake took the shots. Coming into this, I actually told Chaz, I said, yo, he's not gonna give anybody a song. He's gonna do a freestyle at the show because this is what Hove does. Like that's what he does. He did that for a lot of the other shows. He did the Unplugged and some of the tours. So literally, as he starts the freestyle, the whole building is quiet because everybody wants to hear what he has to say. And in that moment, people are talking like around me, like, yo, he talking about this. Like you're catching everything he's saying in real time. Like y'all ever been to a concert and you kind of like, what is the person saying? I ain't really catch that. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know what's going on. Like in that moment, like you caught everything. You just caught everything because the clarity was there, the bars was there, the freestyle had no beat. It was funny because obviously it's the Roots picnic, and he was like, Quest introduced me to Jack. I don't know why I still F with him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Threw a shot at the dude on the drums.
That was hard.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that was hard.
And Quest just couldn't do nothing but smile and laugh. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it was a phenomenal show. The performances, I mean, he brought out the whole state prop. He brought Beans out. They had like issues, and that was dope. And then he brought Chris and Neef out.
Beans made million, but he wouldn't admit it because he was in his feelings.
Yeah, he was in the ceiling.
Then he had Chris and Neef come out. Obviously, for me, one of my top 5 hip hop songs of all time. Maybe my favorite hip hop song of all time is "What We Do" with Hov and Freeway and Beans. So they did that. They did 1900 Hustler. Then they did the Chris and Neef joint, and then he closed the show with bringing Meek out for Dreams and Nightmares, man. So that was like in Philly, like that joint was just crazy. Like a whole nother level. So I just think like it wasn't just the freestyle, but it was the fact that like, yo, this is how I'm gonna show y'all I'm outside this summer. Now I got 3 Yankee Stadium joints I'm about to do, and everybody's gonna be there, and it's about to be crazy. I think Hove's gonna do the Super Bowl. That's just my opinion. But I think, man, like it just the catalog.
That's a good prediction.
The catalog, man, just from Reasonable Doubt all the way up until now, mixing everything up, man. He did a the niggas in Paris joint. Obviously, he didn't do Kanye's verse, but like he did his verse on Big Pimpin' on that beat. That was so fire. Like it was just a dope. It was a dope show.
Yeah, that's hard.
And the freestyle had everybody like, this nigga's the best. This nigga's the best, man.
So let's see. So you brought up the GQ interview that he did a couple months ago, saying that he don't like this sparring because it gets too bad. And most people who know Jade is a hip hop fan, he was just chatting like to try to take this whole battle aspect out of hip hop. For Jay to say is kind of weird, but he said it. He said, "I feel like the old man at the party saying like let's keep the violence down." But then he comes out the gate talking about the teeth falling out your mouth. What he said, he did the root. The roots too strong, the trees forget, or something like the trees try to pretend even though the roots remember. That was hard. Took shots at Jaguar, took shots at Drake, Ye, Dame, Nicki, everybody. The same man who was saying that let's keep the peace. He don't like where this is going. And because my thing is, if he don't like where Drake and Kendrick went, where he think Jay versus Nicki, Drake, he's gonna go. Where's that gonna go?
Because he's not Jay. Is
but
not
he can't. Get but he can't control that.
Yeah, but he can't control that. I think what Hov was saying in that interview was like, I'm not about to do record for record with niggas. Like I'm not about to do this.
No. He was talking about the vitriol. He was talking about the vitriol that came from Drake and Kendrick. He was talking. No, he was talking about people's kids and how you not have to choose a side. He said he didn't like that.
Yeah.
But when you come out and rap the way you rapping, you want all of it. You don't care if people start coming at you.
Yeah, but he's not.
The way you was rapping, if Jay fans start talking crazy about Drake,
what I'm saying,
he don't care.
He's not. Hov is not about. Like, let's say somebody respond. Hov's not responding to their response.
Yeah, but that's the problem. That's the. So this
yes, he will. Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
No, he won't.
He will.
No, he won't. I agree with
that.
He's dropping an album.
He won't respond.
He's gonna drop an album. He's gonna respond.
I don't think he's dropping an album.
No. This one is. Can I say something?
Yeah.
Shaq was there, and that's why I feel like I'm kind of like torn about the whole freestyle thing. I think what was meant for how it was meant to be consumed was how he consumed it. You see what I'm saying? It was a part of, if you were there, you heard it, and it was a vibe for those who were there. The way we received it, it came off so flat, and I respect the God MC. I respect the double entendres. I respect the fact that he was getting at people who was talking trash about him, but it came off flat. It came off way too flat. I did not feel it. I had to like force myself to go back and listen to it and try to figure out what he was talking about, because after getting a full dosage of Petty Drake, I had a whole good 2 or 3 weeks of Petty Drake, and having my share full of like how, if I was a rapper, how I would just violate and keep on violating. Just to hear somebody do a poetry, it just didn't come off. It didn't come off like I would like.
That's no fair point.
I literally was thinking about that.
But I feel like the God
fair.
MC obviously is intellectual. He's a great wordsmith. He's gonna have 3 or 4 meanings behind. Even like you got to have a B on the table. Like he's gonna do a lot of stuff like that.
911 joke with the
He could be Beyonce, all that stuff.
Say my name. It's gonna cost you a B to say my name. That's hard.
Destiny Child. But it came off flat because where's the BPM? Where's the something that made me want to say it again? I'm not gonna say it again. But where she at? I'm gonna say that again. Where she at? I'm gonna say that again. I'm gonna say the jig is up. I'm gonna say that again. I'm gonna say like, yo, at the 5K, I'm gonna say everything that Drake said, because it's catchy. It got,
and it's in a song.
It's a song, but then also he wasn't lazy with it. Drake wasn't lazy. He has a lot of Easter eggs in what he was doing. Even in the video, I didn't repeat that. The video, he was rocking a fur coat in front of the car, the same thing as Beyonce on Lemonade. So he was only throwing shots like, yo, to keep that same energy like your girl did when she was talking on Lemonade. Like, there's a lot of stuff that this guy was doing that was like entertaining. You got to understand, at the end of the day, it's entertainment. And the man Drake was very entertained. This came off as some intellectual stuff. And I probably wasn't in the mood to be intellectually.
Like when I'm gonna be
I
honest with y'all, when he
understand,
did
but
the
if I was there at the Roots
yeah.
picnic, and I see that man comb out his wigs, I'd be like,
lock,
yo, that's a
You said
vibe.
his wigs? That's
Wigs,
crazy.
the wigs.
Oh, I thought you said his wigs. I'm like, come on, son.
The wigs. I would have been like, oh shoot, like this guy came for war, like, but I wasn't there.
Yeah,
and
I
so
get what
we
you're
saw
saying.
the video of it
I get what you're saying.
on somebody's phone, and it came off like, ew, like why you trying to ew? That's bad.
No, that's literally how
I was trying to hit you.
I was low key like I didn't want to be the first one to say it because I didn't want to get attacked by people. But like when you listening to it, it's like, all right, like I respect it because it's Jay-Z. But like if it wasn't Jay-Z, I'd be like, okay, like that was whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got the thing, but it did sound like a like a spoken word thing because the way he did it and. Almost to what you're saying, Shaq, I guess he did it like that because he did want everybody to hear what he was saying. So he kind of like slowed it down, and it was this kind of like weird pace, like this weird, like this weirdly paced freestyle, like not what you're used to a freestyle being like where it's catchy or not. But it's also that's the thought. I was like, yo, silence is really golden. So like when you're not talking a lot, like when you start talking, it's like, oh my gosh, like you want to hang on every single word, and that's why as a family, him and Beyonce thrive off of silence, and they're just like, and so like when you see it, and it's like, yo, he really did hear everything. It's like, whoa, I didn't know he was thinking about all these other people. Like that silence elevates them to like a mythical status because you don't even know what they hear because is Jay-Z. And so like when he comes and does that, he don't have to do much. He just has to know that that I was listening. And so like on top of that, so it's like that was my main thought. So like this was cool, but it didn't feel like like as a freestyle for a freestyle sake, it was like, all right, whatever. But like it's a Jay-Z freestyle and we don't get Jay-Z anything. So that's what makes it like, whoa.
Yeah, no, I thought the just to respond to y'all about the in person, I think this was catching the bars in person, like the whole I'm the one strumming the pain, catching flack, you know what I'm saying, the hill you die on, Lauryn Hill, but like
killing me
softly, that is crazy. Roberta Flack wrote the song, like that is like even the 911 joke bar with like that's a Public Enemy, like he was like, I'm Public Enemy number one, you know what I'm saying, like all of those little nuggets in there, them joints is fire to me. You know what I'm saying? Like
he had a wire.
The wire scheme was hard. You know what I'm saying? And it goes perfectly with what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like even when he talks about like y'all having beef with rap niggas, like the niggas that's my enemy is in the White House. Like Jay is very good at
beefing with MAGA Republic.
MAGA Republic, and it's not just that he's silent. It's just that he's Jay. Like Jay don't like who Kendrick's enemy is not Jay's enemies. Like Jay owns label. He owns his masters. Like Jay-Z he gets to talk a little differently. But I do agree with what y'all saying.
Rap.
I do agree with what Keyon's saying though, when it's like the petty Drake. I loved it. Like I thought it was dope, and I wanted him to be petty. Dude's been on yet, you know what I'm saying? Like for mad long, like go crazy and talk that talk. But I think like then in the moment where the crowd went silent, he was like, my net worth just went up. Like that is crazy to me. Like, but niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody can relate. Obviously,
nobody can relate.
Nobody can relate to that. You know what I'm saying?
Let's just be real about this. Jay-Z has been rich since he was 16 years old. So, like,
nah. I mean, you're talking about with drug money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But he started in rap late.
No, but what I'm trying to say, like, he been rich since he was 16. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be from the streets or from his corporation, right? But our reason why I say that is because sometimes, like he does tout that, yo, I'm still connected. He's all about the culture, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff. But let's be honest, even the way he's moving and thinking is as a businessman. I'm a businessman, right? I'm a business.
I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman.
Yeah, I'm a businessman. So, with that being said, there are chinks in the armor when it comes to the businessman Jay-Z. There's been some, and I'm very hesitant in communicating this stuff because I'm a Jay-Z fan. But
he don't want Jay to come after.
but the reality of it is that
That black truck gonna
there's
show
a
up.
chink in the armor because, like, and one of the biggest chinks to me is being a Brooklynite and this man trying to sell us the Brooklyn Nets and then goes after. Yeah, I don't like that. I didn't like that. I did not like that. It did.
And then try to build a casino.
Gentrified the whole entire that area, and I don't know how much we fully benefited. Nowadays, it's slowly coming to a way where they try to like incorporate the community, but the reality of it is that it just kind of pushed Manhattan into Brooklyn even further, and squeezing our people as opposed to being a conglomerate, and they use them as a face. And as a person who understands what leverage is, right, and I do respect the leverage aspect of it, he leveraged himself up to where he become. And sometimes as using himself as a black face, he leveraged us. And I understand that too. And how I move in the world is like you got to have something in order to leverage to get to the next step. It's not how you work, how hard you work, it's how smart you work. And a man is a smart man. And so when you go back to rap and what rap really is and where it came from, where it contrived from, you're trying to be a rich, wealthy businessman, and then you go back to rap. It's like this back and forth thing that you try to pull where you say, oh, yeah, I'm not going to talk about it. I think we need to remove all this stuff. And then you try to come at it and be street and thug and all that stuff. And I like, it just didn't land as well as, from the outside, somebody who was not at the Roots picnic, it didn't land for me. Drake, somehow he finds himself being a wealthy man, but like just a dark figure as a light-skinned dude, because he just all about like, I'm not letting anything go. If you talk about me, I'm not letting it go. And that has historically been him. And you got to honor somebody who, regardless of what, is not going to let anything go in a culture where it's a sport. It's a sport. He's always competitive about his position. Now, does Drake influence the community by saying something positive or inspiring? No, he doesn't care. He's all about himself. So yes, he's not. He also has chinks in his armor. He's not going to make a song that's going to make people be healthy or make a song that people put the guns down. He's not going to do that. He's going to do stuff for the girls. He's going to do stuff for the guys who want money and the guys who want girls. And he's going to do stuff for a little bit for the gangsters who want to move around. He's not going to do anything for the people. Jay may do something for the people, but like he also doing stuff for himself. So it's just like everybody playing around. So when it comes to the entertainment of music, I think I needed to be there in order for me to say that, that was a vibe. And I think I definitely would, because when I sit back and I force myself to listen to it, I was like, oh shoot. Finally, you talking back at this girl who kept on bothering you, Jaguar. She's like, oh, damn.
Jaguar, right, yeah.
You snap back at her. Like, or everybody else. I think Tory Lane's got a snapback and his dad got a snap. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people got everybody who was jabbing at him. Dame kept on jabbing at
Dame,
Dame, he stay having him in his paws, in his mouth.
I wanted that's a good point. I wanted a better Dame diss. I'm sorry. Yeah. I feel like that Dame diss wasn't good enough, man. And honestly, I think y'all both right. I think y'all both are right. I think Jay-Z was spitting, but how he packaged it wasn't the right way. The last time Jay did something like this was in 2015 at B-Sides. I don't know if you remember. And he streamed it on Tidal. And he had a freestyle. And he was spitting. Yeah, he was coming at corporations. He was coming at labels. He was talking about and he was so many. It was the same thing. All these nuggets. But it was streamed in 4K, good camera. You could go back on YouTube, watch it right now, and watch it in HD. He didn't do that for this. So if you weren't there, so even if you weren't there at the B-Sides, I still have Jay-Z in good camera footage with the band behind him, and it was blue from the ground. It was fire, dope setup. So it was entertaining. And then you got to watch the full concert. But like you said, if I'm watching this freestyle on somebody's phone camera and it's like kind of murky and all I can see is Jay-Z's combed out hair, and you got everybody talking about whether or not his hair was cut or not, they couldn't understand what's going on. Like, I saw more conversations about does Jay-Z still have locks than about what he was actually rapping about. So I think he was trying to pull from because he was very successful in the B-Sides freestyle that was amazing. I think he tried to pull on that again, but he just didn't package it the right way, which is why I feel like he's going to drop an album. And part of me feels like you have to drop an album because I want to hear you come up these people on a fire record, rap. I like the freestyle. I know you rapping, but drop an album.
Yo,
I think he has to.
Jay-Z is
He
not
has
dropping
to.
an album. From watching,
He's dropping an album.
From watching, and again, I hope I'm wrong, but from watching,
you can't comb out your hair and not drop an album.
Yeah,
you can't comb out your locks.
Why'd
you comb out your locks?
Listen to what I'm saying.
Why'd you comb out your locks?
I don't think y'all realize.
He's gonna drop an album.
I don't think y'all realize how much this Yankee Stadium performances like mean to him more than an album right now. Like, I don't think y'all realize, like, celebrating Reasonable Doubt and celebrating Blueprint, and then doing that third show called Extra Innings. Like, I think Hove is in. I'm preparing for these performances. I'm preparing for my last couple. I don't think, from watching him, I don't think Hove has anything else to say to us. Like, I really don't think he has anything, and I don't think that he is the type of person to put out 15 songs of saying nothing at this point in his life and this point in his career. He was on stage saying, he was like, yo, y'all ready to go home? They was like, no. He's like, shit, I'm tired, y'all. I'm ready to go home. Like, he looked like he was, this has been 7 years since he performed. So if we want to say on the stage, it felt a little choppy. It felt like he's human. So, like, of course, like, it's good. This is his first time performing in 7 years. You get what I'm saying? I don't think Jay-Z is in a phase of his career where he feels like there's anything left he has to say. And until then, I don't think we're going to get an album. I think we're going to get these performances. I think because here's the thing. If you give us an album, you got to go on tour. I don't see him doing that. I don't see him doing it at this stage of his life and this stage of his career, because he don't look like he's inspired to do it. I'm going to be honest.
He tired.
He don't look inspired. Like, he's not even tired. He just don't look inspired to do it. It's like
he looked inspired enough to come at Jaguar.
Yeah, but you talking about 15
He looked mad.
You talking about 15 songs.
Why can't he feel to remind niggas? To remind people why I'm Jay.
Why do I have to do that?
You don't think he still got that bug to put together a full album of music?
Why do I have to do that? True. Nobody forgot.
He's talking like he's talking. He said it though.
No, he
said I must have forgotten.
So it's like
he said I'm up 10. He said he said you think people looking up to you on the charts? You still looking up to me? I'm up 10.
Yeah, and
he feels
said,
like I still got something to prove.
He said, you know what I'm saying? He said, them people own your publishing. Go talk to them. Like, don't talk to me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Don't talk to me. Go talk to them crackers. That's what he said. So I think I just don't. I think Jay is like, all right, I'm gonna respond to this, and this is the last time I'm gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I think he's in that phase of his life. You got to talk about somebody that's almost 60 years old, y'all. Like, I get it. We want him to like rap all the time, but it's somebody that's like almost 60. Why?
Then you're right. You're right.
I'm the president of this.
He should have never.
I get to do what I want. I'm the president of this.
Okay,
what are we talking about?
It's fine.
But it's still rap though. We still rapping
so he has to take if he could do whatever he wants, which he can, and he's not going to respond to it again. Everything that comes with what he just now did is all on him.
That's fine. I don't think Jay cares about who responds.
We're going to be entertained by all the responses.
For sure. But I guarantee you, nobody's responding. Y'all want to bet that?
I don't.
Nobody's responding.
Drake is definitely responding. But you can't have it both ways. You can't first say that I'm now above hip hop and the battling stuff.
That's not what I'm saying.
Is below me. I think it's gotten too far. And then, but I'm going to now step out and rap at people in my own way, and then go. But I don't care how it's packaged or how you take
Akeem,
it. I get to do what I want. If you now feel like you are still part of the culture, and I want to rap, you can't get mad if people feel like, Jay, I didn't feel what you were saying for real.
That's fine. I'm not saying that people gotta like it. What I'm saying is that Jay-Z has thrown shots without getting into battles. He has done this his whole career. Yeah. He has thrown shots without. Drake has thrown some shots and had to get into battles with certain people. You get what I'm saying? No, Jay has thrown way bigger shots than this. Jay has thrown way bigger shots than this. Are y'all crazy?
In this current
Beanie Siegel didn't respond. If you wasn't in you would have got millions if you wasn't in your feelings. Nigga, now respond.
It was your feelings, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And he's not going to get into a back and forth.
Beans wasn't outside though. Beans wasn't outside.
Beans was outside when that happened. Beans was outside. Beans was outside when that happened.
Beans' voice was barely working at that time.
Bro, that verse
was not working.
Y'all, that
voice was not working.
Y'all know what year that verse was mad long ago. Y'all know that, right? Like that verse was mad long ago.
Beans been trying to get his voice back from.
Do y'all know that the last Beans has dropped a project like every year of rap? Do y'all know that? Go look on your Apple Music right now. Stop telling me niggas is not outside.
But what we've been saying about Beans all these years is that we have not felt Beans because his voice was broken, bro.
No, niggas have not felt Beans because a lot of niggas didn't experience Beans when Beans was Beans. A lot of you niggas did not experience Beans when Beans was Beans, and y'all did the homework. And now niggas is like, it's not. It don't really hit.
I hear
Beans. Not everybody, bro. Not everybody can sustain being on top. Like Beans is done. That's over with. He's a great rapper.
I get
He's
you.
amazing.
Right. But
all I'm saying is with the shot, bro, I don't care if your voice is chopped or what. Jay knew I'm gonna throw the shot, and if Beans respond to me, I'm not responding. I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel. And that's it. So when he sat down in front of Boy and he said, I just don't see the point in the battle, I don't think he was talking about shots or subliminals. I think he was talking about record for record. The record for record battle that Kendrick and Drake had is different from we throwing shots. That's
I wonder if he's talking like that because he caught L's on these stuff. Like when it comes on when he's on Wax versus Wax, what Jay-Z battle did he win?
He beat Nas.
Here we go.
Nas cooked that man on Ether.
You listen to Takeover way more than you listen to Ether, I guarantee you.
My G. Yo, come on. Ether? He buried him.
Ether was dope. But
Takeover is more of like a radio playable record.
But he was wilding on him in that joint.
He was, but that beat is hard.
I was trying to say words from it. I was like, nah, I don't know how much.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But my point is about the beat thing. My point is, yes, Jay takes shots at everybody all the time, but not like this in a freestyle where it's clear like it has gotten to him.
I think
he said enough is enough. He looked like it, some of them arrows went through. I know it's still Jay though. I know it's still Jay. But my thing is Jay. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. If Jay stays silent, nobody would say a peep. Nobody was saying Jay had to rap. Nobody was saying that Jay had to rap. Jay decided on himself that I'm going to go to the Roots picnic and respond. And we're saying you should have chosen a better path to respond. We wanted a better package. If you were going to step outside, we didn't need you, Jay. You could stay inside, put your feet up, drink your wine, talk with B, play with Blue Ivy, do all your things.
Akeem,
but if you decide to step out,
because you want him to
if you decide to step outside,
that's the only reason you're saying that.
Yes, of course. I always want a Jay-Z album.
But we take.
I don't want to freestyle.
If we talk about the freestyle standalone, you like it.
No, but there's rules to it. He can't make his own
likes
rules.
it.
You're saying he's above rap.
Go ahead.
I didn't say that.
You said
I didn't.
I said he transcended rap. I think he transcended rap.
No, but you're saying he has said that he could respond the way he wants to.
Yes.
When it comes to this sport called rap, you got to do it in a way that is palpable for the people who are receiving it. So we can now pick sides, and we can say ooh ah. And yes, the reason why what he didn't all the way fall off is because there's a core base of followers of Jay who honor him. There's intellects who grew up with him, who are going to appreciate him in his space right now. But the young dudes, everybody in their 20s and their teenagers are going to look at this.
Y'all think Jay-Z cares about what 15-year-old
fact
thinks?
of the matter is you could care or not care. You could move around spaces and care or not care. But when you're talking about I'm a rapper and you're only, that's what I'm saying. What he did was for the people at the Roots picnic. It wasn't for us. If you're saying that he don't care,
it's not true because there's people online that liked it. You didn't like it, but there's a lot of people that liked it. There's a lot of bar breakdowns of people being like, "This is amazing."
The majority of people who are
that's not true. There's a lot of people that loved it.
But there's a lot of people.
That's fine. That's art, right? You're gonna have people that like it, and you're gonna have people that don't like it. We so accustomed to everybody liking everything that Jay-Z says and does.
No,
and so when things are,
everybody don't like what everybody does. Like,
no, but I'm saying
there was haters on the Drake.
Hold on, let me land because your point is invalid. It's terrible. The reason why I think the perspective of your perspective of it fell flat to me. And a bunch of people who didn't watch it, didn't buy tickets, was like, Hov is back. Oh, Hov is talking. Hov talk to these niggas. Hov. And then you got people that's like, I didn't like it. That's fine. But what I'm saying is that it's not about being above rap as much as it's about, expressing it how you want to express it. We do come from a culture of put it on wax, but we also come from a culture of the Source Awards, performing and throwing a shot.
Yeah, you can freestyle.
We come from you know what I'm saying? All these award shows where dudes was throwing shots back and forth in performances. We come from that too. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that people, yes, I get that people want Jay-Z to put all of this in music form and to put it on wax and to go back and forth and to put it in the album. At the end of the day, can we acknowledge that the OG that already put in as much work as anybody has ever put in he got enough stripes to move how he want to move? Why is that wrong? He don't got enough stripes to move.
The reason why it's wrong is
he's earned that leverage to do that. I feel like he's earned the right to say whatever and then step away. Because that it feels uncomfortable because like it makes it seem like he's above hip hop and rap or whatever. But like I just think it's just him. Legends get to do what legends do, and you just say whatever and you disappear, and that's it. Because it's like, yo, I'm always gonna be here, and there's nothing that he could do at this point in his life that will ever bring him back down here so he's like, yo, I can say whatever and dip because I'm not changing my stock, my point in hip hop is not changing.
Yeah, it's just the back and forth.
Nobody's disputing that he could do whatever he wants. Every human can do whatever they want. We're talking about if you're on a basketball court, you cannot take 4 or 5 steps. Yes, as a human, you can take 4 or 5 steps. But the fact of the matter is, the rules to this game is that you can only take 2 steps.
And he played.
So in the sport, hold on, let me land this. Yeah, so in the sport of basketball, in the sport of rap, somebody get at you, you get it back at them. You get it, and we as the recipients of the back and forth, we get to talk about, who got up on this? Did you hear about that bar? That is the sport. That's how the sport is digested. That's how it's watched. These are the rules of how it is. And so you're saying to me, he did it this way, and everybody and then the fact of the matter is, everybody said, "Oh, Drake's."
I didn't say everybody like that. I didn't say that.
They said a lot of people said Drake's was whack. The album was flat. He sounds this, that, and a third. But the charts say different. The charts say different. And so that's considered a lot of people. So when I hear also Jay came back at all his haters, we're racing to see how did this guy finally come out of the ashes. Sorry, wrong phrase. Come out of quiet and attack all his haters, right? And he did it in this manner that is only really truly appreciated by those who love Jay, who would have appreciated anything he would have said. Not the middle people, not the people who don't really have a dog in the fight, but only the people who love Jay-Z. No. Oh, Jay, what do you do? Oh, word, that's fire. That's rarely happening, right? Because it's not in the way that the format, the MLA format, and by which we receive how battles are supposed to be. And then this point, and then I'll let you land. The man said on an interview, which he should have never said, that this should be removed from rap. So you don't go this way and go that way and have carte blanche to say and do whatever you want. Come on now.
Yeah.
Hold everybody up to a standard, even the legends. Yo, if you can't tell the people, rap should be not this, that. Yo, I'm not a super fan of battle rap, but every now and then I'm entertained by it. I appreciate it because that's one of the pillars of how rap is performed. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you're gonna come at your people, I'm not knocking that he did it. I'm not knocking that his choice selection, but I'm saying that look, it came off flat to a lot of people. Boom.
Yeah, the same way there was a lot of people
that thought going to come back. The rebuttal's going to come back from Petty Drake, and it's going to be on wax, and we're going to be entertained by it. That's what it is.
You could be dancing to it.
Listen, dance to it in the summertime. Like,
listen,
busy.
And guess what? Guess who got this? Guess who got this week? Hov got this week. So like, people are going to talk about it. Yeah. People are going to tweet about it. People are going to chat about it. The point that you're making of like obviously Drake's numbers are Drake's numbers because Drake is Drake. I love the album, but like, you can't, like, first listens or even people that hate the album listen to it, so they contribute to numbers as well because they listen to the album. And now when we talk about people that people that like put it on wax, right? There was a lot of people that hated that Drake was petty, the same way there were a lot of people that loved that Drake was petty. So it was split down the middle the same way. Secondly, you talk about You keep talking about yo, y'all stupid.
Split that thing down the middle, man.
Then you go. We play basketball. If somebody's scoring you, you scoring them back. Absolutely. But if you dunk on me, don't mean I can't pull up for three. That don't mean I can't come down court and pull up for three. We score in two different ways. That don't mean it's not a back and forth. I don't got to dunk on you back. A bucket on you is a bucket on you. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I feel like Hove pulled one move, Drake pulled another move. We have seen this in the history of hip hop where people have responded to things in freestyle form before. You know what I'm saying? If he would have went on Bars I-95, if he would have went on Hot 97 and threw a shot, like we've seen people do this before. Again, if you don't like how it was packaged, I'm not mad at that. And again, he was live performing on a stage. We're talking about a big park. It wasn't like in a venue like with the Nipsey freestyle. That was in a venue, closed doors inside. This isn't a park. The wind is blowing his hair, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like everything, like it's mad people congested in there. Like it was just a different scenery. So I can understand if y'all saying it was for the people there, but it was also leading up to the moment of the song You Don't Know. All of that was a culmination of that, like, you know what I'm saying? Of that process of performance. So you do have people breaking it down that are like, yo, this is a dope freestyle. The double entendres is dope. But I also think that I don't think it's him saying, yo, I'm going into this back and forth with somebody. If you niggas want to have at it, if y'all want to do it. I said what I had to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not a matter of, you know, Jay is jumping out there and he's not going to engage in the battle. I don't think Jay feels like he's battling. I think Jay feels like he's responding. Nigga threw shots at him. Tony Busby tried to kill my character. You know what I'm saying? Like all these people try to do this. Okay, I ain't say nothing. I've been quiet for 7 years. I think I should probably say something. You get what I'm saying? Like, but I don't think he's gonna go back and forth with Nicki Minaj and Drake on a record. Like, it's not happening.
I don't think he's going back and forth with Nicki Minaj, but I think him versus Drake isn't over. We haven't seen the last of him versus Drake.
And that's going to show us, Akeem, that's going to show us why, and I know we talk about this Kendrick Drake thing all the time. That's going to show us why Drake is the guy. This is showing us why Drake is the guy.
Jay knows.
Hove went up there.
Jay knows that.
So I'm not taking nothing away from Drake. Drake is Drake. You know what I'm saying? Drake is
that's
the new.
why I don't think this is over. And that's why I feel like
it's over.
I think
it's over.
It's not going to happen in a. I don't know if you're expecting it to happen in a Kendrick Drake beef kind of way.
No, not like
it's probably like going to be a simmering thing for. It's going to be like because Drake just did 3 albums. He's not. I don't think he's really in. I'm assuming. I don't think he has he's in the mind frame to be like ready to just put something out right now. I think he's just kind of like, you know, guess.
Drake not ready to do anything in a Drake
right now in the next.
That's a great question. And Shaq, you got to if Drake drops a
Drake
Jay-Z
is going to drop
this
something.
Record. What?
If Drake drops a straight up Jay-Z this record, does Jay-Z have to respond?
No, he did what he responded how he wanted to respond already.
Nah.
And guess what? He didn't delete it.
No.
He didn't delete it.
Drake was telling Kendrick, drop. No.
Yo, you want to put money? Drake doesn't do this with Jay. Drake is not doing this.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm saying hypothetically. Hypothetically,
Drake, I promise
if
you.
Drake drops a Jay-Z something like a flip on Roots Picnic or a flip on Beyonce or a flip on Yankee Stadium, something crazy. If Drake drops a Jay-Z diss rock record, does Jay-Z have to respond?
Listen, I am about to be 60 years old. I'm not playing with you kids. Like,
but you just rapped. You just rapped. You can't have both.
In response to you. I already responded.
Right, but that's hip hop.
Yes,
and I dropped.
I'm only supposed to respond to your like. If you drop a third, that's on you. If you drop a
and he drops and Drake drops at this record, say I smash Beyonce. What Jay gonna do?
He's not saying that, bro. Come on, bro.
But I'm trying to say. You saying Jay don't gotta respond to that?
You know what Jay gonna do? It's not gonna be on backs.
He's gonna pull up to Toronto.
Bees on the table. Bees on the table. Bees on the table. What do you think that means?
You think that's about Beyonce? Y'all cut it out, man. Y'all cut it out.
Yo, B's on the table. What B doing on the table?
Hey, yo, Tata.
What is B doing on the table?
Hey, yo, Tata, handle that, man. Yo, y'all think, Jay-Z is not.
He gonna pull up to Canada.
Yo, come on, bro. We all got, come on, bro. Like, we're not, you talk about we're not doing the back and forth rap thing with you. That's we
But
can
you
leave
can't.
that
I
to
don't think you
Kendrick.
could
We
do
can
that,
leave that
Shaq.
to.
I don't think. He can't. He said we shouldn't battle and rap. He put it on a lower tier. I'm above
He's
that.
not battling,
we can't
though.
really do it. But
That's
then
what I'm
he
saying.
hopped back into that world with that
No,
freestyle.
he
I agree
didn't.
with you.
Not in
When
my-
it comes, he did. He freestyle, bro, on stage. You just said it. It's a different way of scoring in the same game. You entered back
Yes.
in the game.
But what I'm
and
saying,
if Drake comes back down and does a 360 windmill, Jay can't now go say, "Nah, I don't want to play this game no more."
battle rap-
Anyway. No, that's
listen,
whack. You can't do that.
Yes, he can.
You got to keep the same energy, bro.
You can say that.
We
You
held
can say that.
Drake and Kendrick to.
You know why I can
bro,
say that? Because you was my little man.
You know,
yo, listen.
You said we should no longer listen to J. Cole because he backed out.
No, he didn't back
You
out. He
held J.
deleted the
Cole
record.
to the same.
He deleted the record.
It doesn't matter.
I'm tired of
It
y'all
doesn't
trying
matter.
to find an equal for
You
this. There's no equal for this.
No.
Please stop. Please stop. Stop trying to find an equal for this.
But Shaq, you tried.
Jay-Z responded. He responded, and that's it.
But that don't mean it's over. So it's over. So
and
Drake,
I guarantee you, Drake is not going to respond. He's
I don't
not.
think
But I said
Drake's gonna
hypothetically.
respond
Drake is
because
not
if
responding.
he's gonna respond,
y'all.
he's gonna
I think Drake's
respond in the
gonna
And
next.
responding is hypothetical too.
He's gonna respond
Drake
to the
is gonna
next,
respond.
If he responds, he's gonna have to respond the next week, or else it's just gonna
It's-
kind of die
yes.
down. He gonna drop at the end of June.
think so.
Jay-Z does.
I don't think so.
It feels like timing is
don't think
everything,
so.
and I don't think he's
I don't
gonna
think
do
so.
that.
And then what happens if this nigga do the Super Bowl? He talking about like I booked myself. You niggas is little niggas to me. Like Jay
And
could
that's
say
what-
whatever.
Yeah,
He,
and
see,
Jake and
see,
Jake-
this is like that. Don't translate well. It's almost
it
like
don't translate to the niggas you coach. It to the niggas not coach. But it translate to me.
Nobody's
I
getting.
don't want listen.
Yeah,
I'm
nobody puts
tired
themselves to the
of
Super
my
Bowl.
50-year-old rappers rapping like children. I want you to rap like 50. That's what I want you. I want you to rap like you're 50.
Even sometimes with stuff that Drake say that I don't go to the Continental. Like bro, we would love to go to the Continental. Like
I want to go too.
stop telling us stuff that
but-
you don't do that we would want to do. Like, bro, let's
Yeah, and I think Shaq. I say Drake could use it the same way Drake used the angle on Kendrick about like you want to be Black Power. He said only white kids listen to you, so they feel guilty. That's how you get your bar. Drake could use the same thing on
He
Jay. Was
cannot.
like you want to talk about this and that or how you big on.
Yo,
how
I'm gonna
you
tell
booked
you
yourself,
why he can't.
But you got booked out of Brooklyn or Brooklyn didn't get booked either. Something
I'm gonna
crazy.
tell
Like,
you
could
why he
flip
can't.
The fact that Jay is self-aggrandizing too.
Jay-Z, yes, he's self-aggrandizing. But one of the things that we love that Jay-Z does is he connects both worlds.
talk.
Not even just that he could, just the gotta be crazy to y'all, surprising to us.
Yeah,
We just the corner boys with the corner offices now. Like them bars where it's like from Marcy Houses where the boys died by the thousands back when Pam was on Martin. Drake don't, and I love Drake.
But
Drake
nobody has called Jay out on wax about the stuff that Keyon was talking about with the Brooklyn Nets, about the Super Bowl,
Drake
about
can't
the Colin
do that.
Kaepernick, about the Colin Kaepernick thing, about how we're no longer kneeling. Like nobody has
Drake
put on
calling him
wax.
out on that would be dumb because what is Drake doing?
The nigga just called you a colonizer. How are you gonna do that? A nigga just beat you by calling you a
But
colonizer.
yeah, and he
How are you
has
gonna
to
come
change
back and
that.
do that?
Yeah.
What are we
But
talking
his
about?
angle back was you're a fake activist.
And did it
Call him
land?
a
And
fake
did it
activist.
land?
But it's not
Did it
Jay though.
land?
But not this. But it could land
And
against
Jay
Jay.
is way
It
more
landed for
loved
some
than
people.
Kendrick.
I don't
By the
think. Yeah, I don't
people.
think it would land against Jay-Z.
By the
I think
people?
you under this might be
Because
smart
how
for
you gonna
Drake.
bring up the Brooklyn Nets
Akeem,
angle
I
when
see
it's
what
like
you're trying to
Drake?
do.
about
You
it.
wish you could get
Drake's
Toronto
best,
in
the
Toronto
best thing
ownership
for
group.
Drake right now is to drop a diss record with him shitting in Yankee Stadium.
Yo, let me
That's
tell you
the
something.
best thing for Drake. I'll put money
The
he's doing
worst
that
thing
right
for
now.
Drake to do right now is to get New York to not be on his side because New York is on his side right now. New York is loving him right now.
Are they?
Yes.
How? Jay just dropped
Yes.
a record against
It
Drake.
don't
How?
matter. New York
How?
still loves Drake. The records are still spinning. The records are still going
True.
crazy in New York.
I don't think he would come at New York. but I
he
think he
better not.
He felt
Yo, let
comfortable
me tell you
coming at.
something.
He coming at home.
Yo,
He
he
better
felt very
not.
comfortable coming at LA. He's like, yo, I have a show
Yo,
out
listen
there.
to me. Yo, let me tell y'all something.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all something. Drake don't want to do that with the East Coast right now. I'm telling y'all. You don't want to do it with the
We'll
West
see.
and then do it with the East. You just don't want to do that right now.
Where's he gonna go?
True.
You just don't want to do that right now. The two biggest markets in hip hop, like you just don't want to do that right now. Like you
All right,
just,
we gonna close
yeah.
out, y'all.
I know we want
we gonna
Drake
close
to
out.
be the like we want him to do it because like I know some of us like we want Jay to bleed. You know what I'm saying? Right now at this stage of his career, we want him to bleed.
It's like
I feel
trying
like
to get
Keyon.
LeBron to
I feel like
play
Keyon
Jordan
needs to
right now.
bleed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what it is. He wanted to bleed.
Jay and Drake was dissing each other on the same record on Pound Cake on Nothing Was.
Yeah, and Jay was giving him advice on other records.
And we haven't, but that's the thing. We haven't seen the height of that. I don't think
We're never getting it.
I don't think this is over.
Jay-Z is 60 years old.
Jay-Z is dropping an album this year.
He's not.
I appreciate you.
Yes, I agree that Jay's dropping the album.
Jay-Z would have dropped it for the summer. I promise you he would have dropped it for the summer.
Oh yeah, Drake is not done dropping music this year. Jay is dropping.
So you think Jay-Z is gonna drop an album after the performances? Like I don't. All right, I guess.
Why not? That's perfect time.
Doesn't make any sense to me.
Yo,
yeah, I thought he'd have dropped it before, so he could do it.
I'm gonna be
Yankee
front and
Stadium.
center. I'm listening because I can't go to Yankee Stadium. I'm mad. I'm not going.
But Jay-Z
I'm mad. I'm on an
not
album.
about to drop music after the performance, y'all. You know how much time he's putting in preparing for these performances right now? He's not in the studio.
What has Jay been doing for the last 10 years? When did 444 drop? You acting like he only has this year to prepare. You don't think he's been in the lab?
Nah, I don't.
Since 444, he hasn't been doing no music.
I think he raps, but I don't think he's been putting together a body of work. No.
I think it's possible, but like I think if it is, he's working on it. Like he's incorporating it to do it at Yankee Stadium, and then like when is it in July? So maybe he'll drop it late. If he was going to drop it,
are album specific though. They're album specific. So one is Blueprint and one is Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
why not drop an album on the 20-year anniversry? Why not?
Why not, y'all? Because Jay-Z don't leave money on the table.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't even think if he
Jay-Z don't leave money on the table. He's gonna want to.
You think 444 was Jay-Z's last album?
No, but I don't think he's gonna drop right now. I don't think he feels like he has anything to say right now. From hearing him on the stage, watching him. I ain't gonna lie, he looked a little old.
You think him being sued? He do. But you think him going through a lawsuit, dealing with Tory Lanez, dealing with all this stuff? You think all he has to say is one freestyle at the Roots picnic?
Jay fans, I don't want Jay to respond. Like I want Jay to talk about life, financial free. I want him to talk about AARP, FICO.
We got that. We already got that. We got 444. We got that,
bro. You want the old Jay to get my old albums? He's saying
get back with Just Blaze.
Y'all, he's telling us he's never coming back to that old Jay. He told us this. You want the old Jay? Go get the old album.
That looked like old Jay on that stage
because he performed old records, nigga.
No, the freestyle felt like old Jay.
So you don't know
that felt. And then Shak, and so I'm trying to tell you, he's dropping an album because
I hope I'm wrong. And I hope you're right.
It may not have landed, but there was a reason why he did it that way. He wanted that freestyle to naturally go viral.
That's what
y'all gonna be testing the waters. Y'all gonna be recorded. Y'all gonna be recording on your phones. How back in the day, that's how freestyle used to go viral. Is gonna be through word of mouth. I ain't gonna put nothing online. I ain't gonna release no record. I'm gonna make it a natural, organic release. I'm gonna let y'all talk about it, and then I'm gonna have so much more to say when I drop my album, and I'm gonna go even harder. I think this is
gonna do the Super Bowl, and that's it. I don't think we're getting anything more from Jay-Z until like maybe a few years from now when he's ready to kind of like talk about the world and the world ending and meta and AI and like we're not getting the petty Jay-Z ever again. We just throw the freestyle out there and that's it.
We're gonna see. 2026 is gonna be a big year. We're gonna see if we're gonna get a Knicks chip and a Jay-Z album in the same year.
Until then, crazy. That be shebang. All of my ops stay big. Why do they gas me up? Where does it go in my head?
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all being on. This is another episode of Conversate.
Peace.